They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Woo-woo!
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a great drum call.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and
roll. From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my high school, so happy. I got ready to P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our flag colors rolling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider Pride justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the championship, a loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, a voting. Raider pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Oh yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider pride justified, got it on my side. 6 side, beat a guy, run up and you get a high. Pass us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about fifth period Raider pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to juke and jive. Every day, yeah, I rep the 5. Cause yeah, you know we fifth period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another broadcast of Raider football on Nettleton Television, coming at you live from chilly Wynne, Arkansas. It's 34 degrees outside, but Coach Keith Thomas and I are nice and warm in about a 50-degree press box here. Coach, Nettleton, Wynne, Week 10. We've made it to the finish line for this season.
Yeah, and unfortunately we're not the record that we wanted, but man, this conference, I tell you what, we talked about it many times, that anybody could beat anybody, and a very evenly matched from week to week conference, and things just didn't fall our way, but hopefully we come out and fight to the finish and finish this season off right.
Well, that's a good thing about it is Week 10 here. Of course, the Raiders have been eliminated from playoff contention, but if we can get a win tonight, it sends us into the offseason on a positive note, and there's not many teams that can do that. Well, just about every team that makes the playoffs, well, there's only one that finishes the season happy. We get the chance to finish the season on a high note tonight.
That's right, and another note is, I think in all of our years' existence, I think we maybe only beat Wynne once. Only once to my knowledge.
I believe that's right, that was the year after Derek Lawson graduated.
Correct.
I guess it would have been 2006, 2007.
Yep.
That was the year with Caleb Gregg and that bunch. They were 10-0 for you in junior high, that bunch. Right. Just a really talented group, and they defeated Wynne right here on this field. I was there when it happened. But and I'm like you, I think that's the only time in Nettleton history that we have defeated the Wynne Yellow Jackets. So finishing the season on a high note is going to be a challenge tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, but that would send us into the off season with a real positive, outlook, and kids are excited. We got a young team.
Yes.
So very, something really good to build on.
So many sophomores getting to start this year, and they won the Conference 5A East Championship last year as junior high. And so good things to come for this Raider football program for sure. As for the Wynne Yellow Jackets, they are 6-3 on the season, 4-2 in conference. As it stands right now, they are the number 3 seed. Valley View, the number 1 seed. They got that locked up. Forest City, the number 2 seed. And Wynne is the 3rd seed. Blytheville, I suppose Blytheville would be the number 4 seed in the 5A East as it stands tonight. Nettleton is the 6th seed and eliminated from playoff contention. Nettleton is 5-4 on the season, 2-4 in the 5A East, and we are about ready to get this thing underway. Nettleton won the opening coin toss, and they elected to receive. The kicker is the quarterback. His name is Holden Parker. He's a senior, 6'1", 185 pounds. Back deep for the Raiders, Kyle Tolley and Josie Perkins. So we are getting underway, and we're sure glad to have you joining us on this broadcast of Raider football on NTV. Perkins is going to get a chance to field the ball, and usually good things happen whenever Perkins is running the ball. He is swarmed by Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. It's like the ball is marked at the 29-yard line, and that's where we're going to get things started.
Yeah, the one thing, Wynne, they always are so physical. Good years, bad years, they just play so hard. It's a small-town community, and they just, you can tell on that opening kickoff there, they just attack and try to sting them, so they say.
You being an old Wynne boy yourself, you've probably heard that phrase before, haven't you?
We have, that's for sure.
Cade Carter, who tonight should break the single-season passing record for the Nettleton Raiders, in the gun. Going to the air immediately is complete to the outlaw Josie Perkins. He is tackled on the far sideline after a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're in some kind of man-free, and they're giving a lot of cushion. That should be there all night unless they make some kind of adjustment.
Josie Perkins and Cade Carter, a couple of Raiders who should be making history tonight. We'll fill you in on that as we get more information. Orion Pugh in the backfield, trips right, Perkins in motion. Carter gives to Orion Pugh. Pugh, no gain on the play, makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to bounce it outside there, and there just wasn't anything there. That's one thing with our young up front line, maybe undersized just a little bit. Looking across at Wynne's defensive line, they look pretty athletic and tall. To see how physical we're going to be up front if we're going to run the football.
Orion Pugh in the backfield. Carter from the gun. In motion is Perkins. Give to Orion Pugh. Pugh close to the 1st down. It's going to be it looks to be just a little bit short, but maybe we'll get one of them favorable spots, Coach. Yeah, they're calling 1st down.
Yeah, the guy that spotted it was saying 1st down.
How about that? So 1st down Raiders, and that's a good start. Move those chains.
Yeah, Pugh had to fight every yard right there. He got met in the backfield and kind of drug him for about 1.5 yards.
I like the way that young man runs, Orion Pugh. Of course, he was a key part of that Conference 5A East Junior High Championship team last year. He runs the ball hard. Nathan Young in the backfield with Carter now. Good to see Nathan out there. Trips right. Give us to Nathan Young. Nathan running left side. Got broke a tackle and spurted through there. That's looks like a gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd down to 5. Good to see number 33 out there.
Yeah, that's the sad thing that we get to the end of the season and now we have all of our backs healthy. You know, we got Scarlett and Pugh and Nathan Young. We're most of the conference run there, we didn't have any or all or some of those people. So
we'll just enjoy it while we can tonight.
That's right.
I think that's actually a gain of 6 there, and it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Empty backfield, in motion Perkins. Carter gives to Perkins. Jet sweep right side. Perkins cuts and gets a 1st down to the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Move those chains.
It's good offensive play series so far. Coach Wilson's calling a heck of a game. He's what they're giving him. He's taking it and nothing hard, making it simple and getting on the edge, throwing the cushion on the outside there. It's working so far.
Hey, here's what I appreciate about Coach Wilson. He's coaching from the sidelines and letting us have this nice warm room.
That's right.
Scarlett and Young in the backfield with Carter. He gives to Young. Young straight up the middle. Big gain for Nasty Nate. Close to a first down. Gain of 11. That will be a first down.
Well, that's some great blocking on the right side. I think Coach Pitts is fired up. His offensive line is really making some removal there right in the trenches. So I talked about Wynne's physicality, and it looks like we're trying to match it right now.
Moses Williams, Jacob Tarpley on that right side of the line. Cooper Williams, the center. Nathan Young in the backfield. The give is to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running left side. He's got some room. Another first down for the Raiders as Nathan Young gets the ball inside the 20-yard line. Raiders moving the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just great execution. You can see the linemen's hat to hat, shoulder to shoulder right there, making great blocks, and Nathan Young's using his blockers and actually making good cuts.
Cade Carter, who, as we mentioned before, should write his name in the record books before the end of the night as the single-season passing yardage leader for this Nettleton Raider football program. In the gun, in the backfield is Orion Pugh and Cameron Scarlett. And it looks like we're going to take a timeout. Nettleton calls a timeout to talk things over. We will take it with them. With 8:17 remaining in the first quarter, we're scoreless in Wynne. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
1st and 10 for the Raiders here in the first quarter from the Wynne Yellow Jacket 19. Give to Orion Pugh. Stutter step, running straight up the middle, and he is stopped after a short gain. We'll call it second down and 9.
Yeah, looks like Wilson's come out in a different formation. It may have Wynne slightly confused. It's an overset where you don't have a receiver on one side, and they overload to the other side. He's had a couple good runs and success with that. He spread back out in the normal traditional set this time.
Perkins in motion, Pugh in the backfield. Carter gives to Josie Perkins, jet sweep left side, heading toward the sideline, and he is knocked out at about the 12-yard line, just in front of the chains. It's going to be a gain of about 9. We'll call it 3rd down and 1.
Those are the easiest completions Carter has had all season. Those little shuffle passes right there.
Counts as a completion.
It does. I don't know how many yards he needs, but
he's getting close.
He's getting close with those.
Carter complete to Josie Perkins. He's got the first down. He's shoved out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So it'll be first down and goal to go for the Raiders from the 5.
Yeah, again, they hadn't made an adjustment. The corner is a good 8 yards off, and it's just a pitch and catch out there. Needed 2 yards, and they're giving plenty of cushion. Right now the corner's backed up in the end zone.
Nathan Young in the backfield with Carter. Perkins in motion. Give is to Young, running right side. He bowls over a Yellow Jacket who tackles him, and it is a gain of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and goal to go from the 2. Correction, 2nd down and goal to go from the 2. Young and Carter in the backfield. Perkins in motion. Give to Nathan Young, straight up the middle. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Nathan Young, 3-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders strike first blood, Coach.
Yeah, that was a good run, untouched, right through up the middle. Play before, he kind of stretched it out a little bit, but that was a good hard Young, straight up the middle inside the tackle. Hey, it looks like our running game is going to be there tonight unless they make some kind of adjustment.
Michael Golden out on the field, ready to attempt the point after kick. Kyle Tolley on the hold. High snap. Good job by Tolley wrangling that and getting a good hold down. Michael Golden boots it through, and the Raiders are up 7-0 with 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And, Coach, that's as good of a start as we could have expected here as Raider fans.
Yeah, when you want the ball and get the ball to start off, that's exactly what you want to do. And that may be something they talked about before the game to establish the tone and say, hey, we're going to get the ball, go down and drive the field and show them that we're here to play. It's not doomsday, we're out of the season. You know, we're going to give them all they want. So they definitely set the tone, and Wynne knows they're in for a game tonight.
They will remember forever the night they played the Raiders. Is there a better football movie than Remember the Titans?
I don't think so.
Man, that's a good one for sure. And I have great respect for these young men in the white jerseys who have stuck it out all the way to Week 10. Football is a tough sport, and I got great respect for guys who represent their school by playing this great sport. And what a wonderful thing it would be to go out with a win here tonight. Wynne is a team that's lost a couple straight. And Nettleton, even though we lost last week, I thought we played very well against Valley View. If one or two things broke our way, we would have knocked off the number one team in the conference.
Yeah, and same thing with Forest City.
Right.
You know, the number one, number two team, we had one on the ropes. Both of them, like you said, we get one break, one call or something like that, and it's a totally different game. We're in there.
Big return for Wynne, and I believe they're not going to get him.
I don't think so.
Yeah, touchdown Yellow Jackets. That's Kavion Alston, and he caught the ball on a dead run, and he did not break stride. So Alston with a kickoff return for a touchdown, 80-yard.
Yeah, definitely had some lane breakdowns there. You know, on kickoff, it's so imperative that you stay in your lane, and everybody's got basically a 2 to 3 yard lane to run now that you're squeezing the hash there, and some kids get pushed out of their lane and they overcompensate, and well, there was nowhere even close. I mean, I don't even think we put a hand on him.
Holden Parker is a bad snap, and it is a little fumble on the play recovered by the Raiders. That's immaterial at this point. The bottom line, the PAT is no good. And so with 6:15 remaining in the first quarter, your score is now Nettleton 7, Wynne 6. So we're winning on the scoreboard, and we're definitely winning in the time of possession.
Oh, most definitely. If we can have a good drive like we just put together and go down and score again, then we still have yet to see Wynne's offense. So we don't know how our defense is going to play tonight yet.
Right.
May have to make an adjustment on kickoff if we score again. Maybe not kick it to that young man. Try somebody different.
24 yards on that last drive for Orion Pugh, 37 for Nasty Nathan Young. So good offensive production on the ground. We are on the visitor side, so we're in friendly territory here tonight. We're among the Raider faithful. Looks like a pretty good crowd from Nettleton has made the journey. It's a strange thing. Most football fields you go to, the press box is on the home side. Here at Wynne, they put the press box on the visitor side. I'm not complaining. I like to be among the Nettleton folks. Kyle Tolley on the return. He's out past the 20, lowers his shoulder, and gets down to about the 25, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. One of the great things about this season has been the emergence of number 6, Kyle Tolley, as a threat, as a receiver, and tonight as a kickoff returner.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's, next man up, had some injuries, some people out, this, that, and other, and he's come in and definitely been a pleasant surprise.
Cameron Scarlett spread out wide right. 3 receivers to the left. Scarlett in motion. Actually pulls it back from Orion Pugh. Pass is complete to Josie Perkins. Perkins, after a gain of 9, is tackled. It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, that's like an overset. You know, Scarlett was not on the line on this side. Scarlett could actually went to the other side. Although we got exposed out here as a tackle, so we got 2 receivers on the line up top, so only one of them can go out.
Trips left. This time we'll give to Orion Pugh. He runs right side, and he is met immediately by Cameron Holmes, and it's going to be a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 3 after the loss.
Yeah, and that's so hard for, you know, junior high kid, like you said, and he hadn't had a full season here. They bounce outside so much and think they can outrun everybody because it had success in junior high, and it's a tough habit to break.
Carter's pass is complete to Kyle Tolley, and he is tackled immediately by Kavion Alston, the man who run the kickoff back for a touchdown. It's close to a 1st down.
Yep, they went ahead and gave it.
Awesome. Hey,
they don't measure much. Some of them's very close, and they just eyeball it and go on.
It's a cold night out there.
It is.
I think they're like, hey, let's just give it to them. It's close.
I believe you're right, because I was questioning whether they were going to measure that. But
yep, it looked like he might have been a little bit short, but hey, we'll take it.
Yep.
Give to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running tough up the middle. Moves a pile of Yellow Jackets close to the 1st down. Looks like a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. Good tough run by Nathan Young.
Yeah, he lowered his head and got behind his shoulder pads there, and after contact probably picked up another 2 or 3 yards there. That was a good hard run by Nathan Young.
Glad to have Nathan out there. It's been an injury-riddled season for Nathan. I know that he's been very frustrated. He's had knee injuries, ankle injuries. I'm glad that he's getting to play his final game of his senior season.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you hate injuries any year, but, boy, your senior year, you definitely hate them.
Nathan Young with the 1st down and then some. Lowers his shoulders, tackled out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. 26, 1st down Raiders.
But it may be to our advantage tonight because he may be playing like a man possessed because he hadn't had his senior year like he thought he was going to get, and he's realizing tonight's his final opportunity, and he's running like a man possessed.
Yes, he is.
He's running really well.
Yes, he is. An outstanding run by number 33. And the Raiders, once again, moving the ball very effectively. The man in the white hat is whistling, and he's telling them to add some time on the clock, I believe. That was a gain of 21 for Nathan Young on that last carry. Orion Pugh in right now. Carter from the gun. Perkins in motion. 2 receivers to the left. 1 now to the right. Carter looking right. Complete to Josie Perkins, and Perkins has got some room to run. He's inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line. 1st down and goal to go for the Raiders. Carter to the outlaw, Josie Perkins.
Yeah, I tell you, and they're giving us, like I said, they're off so far on those cushions on the outside with the corners. What it's going to set up later is a hitch and go because we've heard them with hitch, you know, a 5-yard turnaround, 5-yard turnaround. And what they're going to do is a 5-yard turnaround and then go deep on them because the corners are getting closer and closer every time we catch the football to be in there to break the ball up. So I can see Coach Wilson setting them up for a hitch and go pretty soon.
It's 1st down and goal to go from the 6. Give to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running tough inside. He is tackled by a host of Yellow Jackets. Gets the ball down to about the 2-yard line, it looks like. That's a long way away from us right now. It'll be 1st and goal to go from the 3.
Yeah, and he's not going down easily. He's getting hit pretty good, but it's taking more than one guy to pull him down, that's for sure.
2nd down and goal for the Raiders. Nathan Young in the backfield with senior quarterback Cade Carter. He gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young up the middle. He is tackled near the goal line. and he is short. So it'll be 3rd down and goal to go from, if there is such a thing as the foot line, that's probably about where he is. 3rd down and very short. Give to Young. Why not? Nathan Young falls into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Nathan Young. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I tell you, we're really hitting on all cylinders right now on the offense. We're throwing the ball successfully. We're running the ball successfully. We really got Wynne on the ropes right now. They don't know what we're doing. Good mix-up. Like I said, Coach Wilson has a good game plan tonight for the Jackets so far.
Kyle Tolley has thrown his gloves down. He makes a nice catch on the snap. Good hold and a good kick by the man with the golden foot, Michael Golden. And the Raiders extend their lead with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your score, Nettleton 14, Wynne 6. And this Nettleton offense, as you said, clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, like I said, time of possession, we've almost ate up the whole first quarter.
That's the truth.
With 2 drives.
Yeah, they may 7 seconds time of possession, maybe 8, 9 seconds. However long it took him to run back that, however long it took Alston to run that kickoff back.
Our defense should be fresh.
Yes. That's nothing but a good thing.
That's right.
Temperature down to 33 degrees out there. The guys on the field not having trouble with it. The guys that stand on the sidelines, it's kind of tough a night like tonight.
Yeah, you better have many layers on because that wind gets to whipping, and you worked up just enough sweat in pregame probably.
Yep.
And then you stand there on the sideline, and it gets a little airish.
Most of my football career consisted of standing on the sideline rooting for the other boys, so I know it can be pretty chilly down there.
Yeah, it can.
Michael Golden kicks off. Ball is deep, and it is fielded by Alston at the 4. This time he is pushed out of bounds on the far sideline by Jaquan Dent. So a much better result on that kickoff for the Raiders.
Yeah. Had more of lane integrity there. You could tell our people stayed in their lane, didn't get pushed out off their track as much this time.
Gain of 25 on that return. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 28-yard line. Parker, the quarterback, gives to the fullback. He's tripped up by Charles Moore, the man who has led Nettleton in tackles all year long. Gain of 9 on the play. Yep. 2nd down and 1. He fell forward several yards.
It's that single wing style offense, and the first thing that the single wing always does is establish the fullback. So they got to give him some touches so that you honor it, so they can pull it and do that right there.
Go to the fullback again, and oh my word!
Yep.
Yeah, he fooled me. I thought the fullback had it, but
no,
he pitched out to Washington.
He pulled it and pitched it off our end there.
Big gain, 1st down, Yellow Jackets. Yeah, I was watching the fullback get tackled there, and I was like, man, we stuffed that one, and lo and behold, there goes Washington with a big gain. The sophomore running back, 5'6", 140, and he gains 15 yards, and the Yellow Jackets have it 1st and 10 just inside of Raider territory. Parker gives to the fullback. This time he is stood up by a host of Raiders. Charles Moore leading the tackle. Also in on the stop for Nettleton is big Ryan Crawford, number 72, the big sophomore lineman. Gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and when you're running this triple option style with a single wing, turnovers is usually a key. And the times that the Wynne Yellow Jackets have gotten beat by the Valley View and Forest City, they've had a ton of turnovers. So.
Little pitch on the far side.
There you go. Played that well.
Nice job as Austin on the carry. Nice job over there by Quad Brown. Good open field tackle by Quad. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 8 for Wynne.
And that's a tough job to teach, to string it out. It's called stringing it to the sideline. You want that quarterback to hold the ball as long as possible and not make a quick decision, so you allow time for your defense to react and get there to help you. So many times a kid will see the quarterback with the ball, just wants to go attack him quickly, and it makes for a quick pitch, and then it's athlete on athlete, and sometimes
Washington on the carry, and he's tackled by Nettleton Stephen Williams. Gain of 4. It's going to be 4th down. We'll call that 4th down and 4 for Wynne. Yellow Jackets going for it.
Big down here.
Little movement down there, but nobody crossed into the neutral zone. No encroachment.
Oh, we're off the ball a good yard, it looks like. Even if we jump just a little bit, we're still going to be all right.
It's Jorge Salas, the defensive lineman, who had the discipline.
Oh.
Pitch on the far side. Tackle by Stephen Williams. Excuse me, that's Nathan Young. Tackle by Nathan Young. Short of the 1st down. Turnover on downs. 1st down Raiders. Big stop for this Raider D.
That's a great job. Again, stringing it out. I really don't know why the quarterback pitched the ball there. Nobody was really attacking him. He pitched it to a guy that somebody was coming to tackle. So, but that's the thing with the triple option. Make them think, stretch it out as far as possible. Here we're in that overset, all of our receivers to the top.
Big stop for this Raider defense. 3 receivers to the left. Josie Perkins in motion. 2 receivers to the left. Carter from the gun. Orion Pugh in the backfield with him. Pump fake.
There was the hitch and
Looking down deep. Josie Perkins has it. It's complete. And Perkins inside the 10-yard line. Big gain for the Raiders. Cade Carter to Josie Perkins, and they both may have entered their names in the record books on that long pass.
You know, I said a while ago that the hitch and go was coming, and that was really a great timing because Wynne's Daubers are down because they just got a turnover on down, so they're upset. So that was a really good play call right there at a perfect time. Catch Wynne a little bit napping, and that was a good throw and catch right there.
Really was. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 12, I believe, is where it is spotted, 48 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the Raiders up 14-6, and the Raiders driving. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Raider football on Nettleton Television.
Terry Gray. Rice farming isn't a profession. It's a way of life. Delaplaine Seed Company. Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
And we welcome you back to Wynne, Arkansas, the city with a smile. Cade Carter with 112 yards passing in the first quarter, and with that, I believe Cade has become the single-season passing yardage record holder for Nettleton. That's a great accomplishment for Cade Carter. Congratulations to Cade. Nathan Young in the backfield with him. Give to Nathan Young, running right side, and he is swarmed over there by number 17, Cameron Holmes. That's a loss of a couple. Second down and 12.
Yeah, something was wrong there. The line pulled to the left, and Nathan was going to the right. So I don't know if he was on the wrong side of the quarterback and got confused, but definitely was a busted play there.
Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. Passing right side to Josie Perkins. What a catch in the end zone by Josie Perkins. Let's see if he's got his feet in the – He did. He got his feet down. Josie Perkins with a great touchdown reception. Perfect throw by Cade Carter and a great catch by the outlaw Josie Perkins. The Raiders with 6 more points.
Yeah, that was jump ball right there, and Perkins went up at the highest point and got it. That was an awesome catch by Josie. And getting his feet down. The referees kind of looked like they was out of place. He had to run down there and make a decision, but It looked like a touchdown from here.
Yeah,
That's all that matters, huh?
It was good coverage over there.
It
but
was great coverage.
He jumped up and made that's just good backyard football right there.
That is.
Michael Golden kicks the extra point, and after the 12-yard touchdown pass, Carter to Perkins, the Raiders extend their lead 21-6. Hey, that's worth – so far, this has been well worth making a drive to win Arkansas on a cold night. This has been a great performance so far by this Raider offense.
Yeah, I tell you, other than a kickoff, we've dominated on both sides of football so far. I mean, we've done what we wanted to on offense, stopped them on a four-down possession there. One kickoff, and it's been basically all us. So, yeah, great so far.
Definitely. And as we've said before, this is the last game. This is Week 10. The Raiders' 6th place in conference. No chance of making the playoffs, but how sweet would it be to win in Week 10, go into the offseason on such a bright note, beating a team that's always tough on us. And there's not a school around here that's got better tradition than Wynne when it comes to their outstanding football program. In the history of Nettleton, we've defeated this team one time. So if we can hang on and come away with a win here tonight, really be an outstanding end to this season.
Yeah.
Michael Golden boots it into the end zone, touchback. And Wynne will take over 1st and 10 on their 20.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter if Wynne's having a bad year, down year, what the case may be. It's still they're the Wynne Yellow Jackets.
They're the Wynne Yellow
Jackets. It's just like a college basketball team beating Duke.
Yep.
It really doesn't matter if it's one of their down team, years, or you're still playing Duke. And,
I remember a couple years ago we rolled into here. We were 9-0. This is when DeAndre Henry was quarterback senior year, and man, they spanked us here.
Yeah,
they're tough. The year that Derek Lawson was a senior, of course, Derek had a couple 100 yards gained, but still they spanked us at our house. Stephen Williams with the tackle after a gain of 3. He lost his shoe, but he did pick up the tackle. Gets his shoe back on. His 2nd down is 7. A couple of big games going on in the 5A East tonight, including Valley View taking on Batesville at home. We'll be doing our best to give you some score updates as we get them. Parker with the quarterback keeper, and they're going to move the chains after a 1st down.
Yeah, that was just a midline there. He followed his fullback in there. Whenever this single wing, triple option threat's really working, it is a monster to try to defend. And Wynne had a lot of success early, but I think teams are getting the better hand of them right now. And I don't know if it's due to injuries or due to just people seeing it more often. But
passes is incomplete. It's broken up by Dez Mitchell. Good defense over there by Dez. The ball was tipped, and if we'd have had somebody at the right place, that would have been a good time for an interception. Would have been an interception, but nice job over by Dez Mitchell.
Yeah, you definitely, when you have an option running team, when you see them pass, you tend to smile because that's usually not their forte.
2nd down and 10. Quarterback keeper, Holden Parker. Good read there by the young man. He's got a 1st down and then some into Nettleton territory. Charles Moore brings him down. 1st down, Yellow Jackets inside Raider territory.
Yeah, he just pulled it and seen nobody was on the edge and had nothing but green grass in front of him.
Parker is a senior. Made a very heady play right there. Wynne is a banged-up team right now. Give to the fullback up the middle. Tackle made by Nettleton's Joaquim Daniels. Joaquim the Dream brings him down after a gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, they're going to keep giving the fullback. Like I said before, to run the triple option, you have to establish the fullback, so they're never going to shy away from giving it to the fullback.
Quarterback keeper, right side with a little bit of room to run, and he is run out of bounds over there.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. That was Quad Brown who ran him out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. Holding against the Yellow Jackets, and that is very beneficial to our cause here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, their most successful play tonight has definitely been the quarterback keeper.
Right.
He's riding the fullback and then pulling it, and when he goes straight up the field, that's been their best success. When he's tried to run the sideline to get a pitch, we've strung it out and done a better job on that, but they're running some kind of midline there where the quarterback just reads it and goes, and right now we don't have an answer for it.
2nd down and 14 after the penalty. Parker again with the keeper. This time Stephen Williams and Ryan Crawford, tackle him after a gain of about 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I don't know who's I can't tell if our inside linebacker or if the tackle's getting onto our inside linebacker, so I don't know if our outside linebacker's supposed to fold in, but somebody's definitely late to the quarterback there.
Quarterback keeper running right side. That's been the best play that they've run tonight, as Coach said earlier. This time not much gain. Quad Brown with the stop.
Going to be a couple yards short. Gained about 4 or 5 there.
Said not much gain. That's relatively speaking. He's been busting about 20 yards per gain on that play, and that time they got about 3-4 yards out of it. It's 4th down, and we'll call it 4th down and 2. Looks like the Yellow Jackets going to go for it, so another chance for the Raider defense to come up big right here in the 2nd quarter.
Looks like we've changed to an odd front, changed the defense up just a little bit.
Fullback straight up the middle, and he's got the 1st down. That's Cameron Speed on the carry. 1st down, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we switched to an odd front just to give them something different. I see if we're going to stay in that or go back to an even. Probably went to the odd front, stopped the quarterback, and then he gave it to the fullback. And that's another thing whenever you have this option team, if the quarterback's pretty savvy, they usually have check with me's at the line where they can call off if they see a wide open space.
A little bit like a chess match out there
Yes,
sometimes,
it definitely is.
Little option to Alston. Alston down the sidelines. He is pushed out of bounds by Markellen Barber. Markellen Barber saved a touchdown there by just getting a hand on him and shoving him enough to put his feet on the white paint. 1st down, Yellow Jackets. That was almost 6.
Yeah, that was probably their most successful option to the outside pitch with the quarterback to the fullback. Or pitch man, I'm sorry.
22 yards. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. Quarterback keeper, and this time he is met at the line of scrimmage. That's Nathan Young, playing inside linebacker as well as running back tonight. Great tackle there by Nathan Young.
You know, that's another part of running this option quarterback. Your quarterback's going to take a lot of hits, you know.
Option left side, and it is a touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Holden Parker with an 8-yard touchdown run, and that is pungent.
That looked like a different quarterback. That wasn't number 12, was it?
I believe it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that was Parker, and Yellow Jackets going for 2.
Oh.
Little jump over there on the left side of the offensive line.
I tell you, even though we move, we're a good yard off the football, so.
They give the fullback, and that's speed. And he bulls his way in. The 2-point conversion is good, making the score Nettleton 21, Wynne 14, with 7 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So a good drive put together there by Wynne. Little
option football, and that is, as you mentioned, Coach, that's tough to defend.
Yeah, and we kind of really need to establish one more drive here due to the fact that they get the football.
You got to forgive us, Coach. You got to forgive us, folks. There's some very bad circumstances to try to broadcast in right now here in the press box. We're battling through. We are battling through, and we're going to bring you this game. But
if we have to drive with what, 7 minutes left to go, because if you don't, and then they get the football and put together another drive, then after half, they'll get the football.
Parker to kick off. Back deep, Josie Perkins and Kyle Tolley. Whew.
That's a good catch.
Kyle Tolley on the return, and good hard running there by Kyle Tolley. He gets the ball out past the 20, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders from the 23.
Yeah, you can tell he's a receiver or a baseball player. You don't see very many kickoffs caught above your head with two hands like that. So that's a really good catch.
Kyle Tolley, outstanding athlete, plays baseball for the Raiders, and I believe he started at left field last year for Nettleton. Maybe playing shortstop this year. Just an outstanding young man, very good athlete. Carter from the gun. That's Orion Pugh, an appropriately named young man for what we're dealing with up here tonight. Carter looking right side is complete to Kyle Tolley. Kyle Tolley at the 40, 30. They're not going to get him. 10, 5. Kyle Tolley into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Kyle Tolley.
Wow. That was a great throw and catch in stride. Did the overload set where they had 3 receivers to one side. Wynne kind of shifted that way. Did a play action. Kyle Tolley come back across the grain there. There was nobody on this side. Great play, great throw and catch. Kyle Tolley just outran everybody. Wow.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, hey, maybe we should start talking good about Kyle Tolley more often. He responded right there for sure.
Right.
So, great throw and catch by the Raiders as Carter threw the ball and hit him in stride. Boy, he is hammered, and that's going to be a flag. The kick is good, and boy, Michael. Yeah, they hammered Kyle. I guess they didn't appreciate Kyle Tolley burning them like that, and so we'll yeah, that's got to be a personal foul against the defense, roughing the holder, I guess. Kyle kind of coming up limping a little bit. But the extra point, good, and the Raiders lead 28-14. 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Yeah, personal foul, roughing the holder on Wynne. That's a penalty you don't hear very often.
No, and they just got over aggressive trying to dive to block the. You see it with the 2-point conversion, their kicking game. So this very well could come down in their mind. They're thinking for sure come down to an extra point. So kid laid out, tried to block it, missed the timing, and actually smoked Kyle. But
now a good play-by-play guy, a good announcer would have the numbers at the ready. Unfortunately, you're not listening to a good play-by-play guy here tonight. But let me just say I'm just almost positive that Carter and Perkins have both written their names in the Nettleton record books. We will verify that at halftime. We'll talk with Cade and Barry Carlton. And actually, yes, single-season record, Cade Carter, 1,820 yards. It looks like 29 yards. So congratulations to Cade Carter. I know Mr. Carter is here tonight. You can bet Mr. Carter very proud of his son for becoming the all-time single-season record holder. Josie Perkins also 850 yards. That's a single-season record. Do you know who Josie eclipsed for that? Who was number one, Coach? Isaac Dillon.
Isaac Dillon. I can see that.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yes, he was. And, and you go back to quarterbacks, man, there's been some tremendous quarterbacks come through Nettleton High School.
There really has.
Of course, different styles, obviously. We had great option running quarterbacks, but you can list a whole bunch of quarterbacks that came through Nettleton.
No doubt about it.
For him to be the top guy with passing yards is pretty impressive.
That's an awesome accomplishment. We've had quarterbacks who went on to good careers in the NFL. I think about Gene Bradley was the quarterback in the mid-'70s at Nettleton. Cade's father, Brian Carter, had a tremendous career here, running the option and passing the ball. Speed, the fullback, the ball carrier, gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Andy Shatley was a tremendous quarterback with just a incredibly strong arm. He went on to a professional baseball career and then played college football at Arkansas State, was scheduled to be the starting quarterback at Arkansas State before he decided to step away from the game and focus on his studies. But there's been some outstanding quarterbacks here at Nettleton, and very proud of young Cade Carter for setting the record here tonight. Speed, the ball carrier, Nathan Young in on the stop. Also, Jacob Taylor. I believe Jacob is the one who made the initial contact. Gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for Wynne.
One of the best quarterbacks I've probably ever coached. Just savviness and grit and tough and durability is Josh Allison.
Yes.
He was one of the first ones that I coached here, and man, he could do it all.
Yes.
He was a punter. He was kickoff. Safety, quarterback. I mean, he's just one of those guys that could play anywhere and was a really good quarterback, though. Could see the whole field.
Nathan Young, Jacob Taylor on the stop, short of the 1st down. It's 4th down and 1. You got to think the Yellow Jackets will punt with the ball on their own 29 here.
Yeah, if they don't get this, it could definitely get out of hand quickly.
Yes. It's one of those situations where you sort of halfway rooting for them to go for it.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to.
Hopefully we get the stop.
4th and 1. Big play right here. Quarterback sneak. He's got the 1st down.
Easily.
So a good job there by Parker. Nathan Young on the stop. It's going to be 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from their own 35-yard line.
That's a play that's not used near as much and as it used to be used in high school football. They stay in their basic offense. He's always under center, so that's just an easy 2 or 3 yards anytime they need it.
Quarterback keeper, Holden Parker, tackled by Nathan Young. Nathan spun around like he was breakdancing after that tackle. Gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're running that midline to perfection. Most times when the quarterback's heading up inside the tackle right there, it's a midline look where he rides the fullback, and we don't have anybody that can get off a block to get the quarterback.
Fumbled toss. Play is busted up, and a good job there by Nathan Young making the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Wynne. 4 minutes and 26 seconds and ticking remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And we definitely have a lot more success whenever they run to the sideline trying to run that option. Our defense does a great job of stretching it out, and that time he actually pitched the ball on the ground. Nobody was ready for it.
Quarterback keeper, option on the outside. Quad Brown on the stop. Close to a 1st down, and it is a 1st down. 1st down at Yellow Jackets.
And people, you sit and watch it, and it looks like they're running the same play over and over again, but there's so many crucial calls on whenever you run that veer or option scheme that this time the tackle goes down, this time he kicks out, this time he goes on to the linebacker, and it looks like the same play over and over again, but there's just many variations of it.
Yellow Jackets to pass. It is complete to Austin. He's got a 1st down. He's got some room to run on that far sideline. Nathan Young with the downfield tackle. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets on the Raider 28-yard line. And you don't see them pass very often, but that time it was definitely effective.
Well, that was a wide-open throw and catch. It's like nobody even seen that back slip out into the flats out there. That was an easy throw and catch for that young man.
3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Quarterback keeper right up the middle.
boy.
Boy, he's got room to run. He's into the end zone. 28-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, Parker.
This game's shaping up like most games in this conference. It's going maybe whoever's got the ball last is going to win, because right now neither defense is doing a great job at stopping each other.
28-20 the score now. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets going to try to kick the extra point. The quarterback is the kicker for Wynne. That's Holden Parker. And he boots it through. So our score is now Nettleton 28, Wynne 21, 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. If you're just now joining us, cold night here at Wynne, but the Raiders have been red hot offensively. Couple of single-season record holders tonight. Congratulations to Raider quarterback Cade Carter, who broke the school record for single-season for yardage in a single season. Also, congratulations to Josie Perkins, who has set the record for receivers for receiving yards in a single season. It's a historic night here at Wynne at Yellow Jacket Field for the Nettleton Raiders.
And it's great whenever you're trying to break records like that, and both of them do it together at the same time at the same game. It's pretty awesome.
It is. Well, there's
to happen there.
Undoubtedly, Josie Perkins he's a big reason why Cade Carter is the single-season passing yardage record holder right now, for sure. He has had a great season, and very proud of both of those young men, Josie Perkins and Cade Carter. 28-21. There's 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining on the clock. The Raiders have been able to move the ball very effectively against the Wynne Yellow Jacket defense tonight. 3:44 with 2 timeouts remaining. Raiders definitely have time to score again. Little squibber, Josie Perkins on the return, and he is hammered over there about the 30-yard line. Knocks the ball loose, thankfully out of bounds.
Looked like it was a late hit. I thought he was clearly out of bounds when that guy hit him, but they were closer than I was. So what do we have left? 3:30, okay.
3:37. The Raider offense taking the field. They're going to start at their own 31-yard line. They have had a couple of long sustained drives. They've also had a quick strike touchdown, Carter to Kyle Tolley. This time the give is to Orion Pugh, and he's met in the backfield by a swarm of Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a loss of a couple, 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, you want one of two things here. You want to run the clock out and go into half with a touchdown lead, or you want to put some points on the board right before halftime. Definitely don't want to give Wynne back.
Pass is complete to Kyle Tolley. How about that little trick play? It looked like as they snuck Kyle Tolley in. Let's see if we can't catch this. You look on the bottom part of your screen here. Kyle Tolley kind of sneaks in. Tell you what, let's go back. Hang right here. We're good right here. What a catch there by Kyle Tolley. And
yeah, they didn't have a corner out here.
First down Raiders.
And the corner caught it late because
sideline warning over there against the Wynne Yellow Jackets. So
yeah, they're probably complaining, thinking that we cheated somehow, and because every receiver has to go inside the numbers at one point in time to mark himself as an eligible receiver.
Okay.
So they can't step. The old days, back when you and I played, you used to could hide them on the sideline and just step off the sideline, so everybody had to be paying attention. But sometime once the ball is set, the receiver has to go inside the numbers, to the top of the numbers. Then they can come back out, get as close to the sideline as they want to. But at some point in time, he had to go to the top. Once the ball's set and the clock start, he has to go to the top of the numbers at some point. So
that's a 5-yard false start penalty against the Raiders. It'll make it 1st down and 15. Clock is at 2:36. Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. To give us to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running up the middle. He is hit right about the line of scrimmage. Tackle led by Wynne's number 52, Kendall Coleman.
One thing I noticed that Cade Carter, he's done it all season long. He does the old Brett Favre after he hands the ball off, does the fake throw. Keeps them on their toes.
Yes. Young in motion. Carter looking his way, looking the other side. It's complete to Kyle Tolley. Kyle Tolley with some good yardage after the catch. They took the ball away from him, but he was down.
Wynne actually picked him up, and then our lineman came behind the Wynne people and pushed him. So Kyle was actually gaining yards while he was off the ground. So that's pretty neat.
Our line was carrying the pigskin and Kyle Tolley. 1 minute and 37 seconds. Third down, remaining in the half is 3rd down and 7. Like a hard count, fooled them and us. Let's see if they're going to. Yeah, it's false start against the Raiders, so back us up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Raiders.
This could be a good time to probably do the hitch and go again. We've thrown in numerous accounts on the hitch, and number 2 over here is playing relatively close. So
1 minute and 31 on the clock. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. 3rd down and 12. Carter drops back, looking downfield. It is complete for a first down. Kyle Tolley. He has come up big for the Raiders, and he's
hurt.
He's a little dinged up there, it looks like. He's grabbing a hold of his his
ankle or his knee.
Kyle Tolley got the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 Raiders, but he immediately looked like he grabbed his knee, Coach, but yeah, their trainer Ryan is down there working on him, and the Raiders did get the first down, but it may be a costly one if they lose number 6. He has been big for us tonight.
Yeah, he has. Definitely someone you got to respect and put a good corner and secondary on. That's good to see him up, putting a little weight on there.
Yeah. It looks like he is all right. Walking a little bit like he's maybe favoring his right leg, perhaps. It's 1st and 10 Raiders, 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining here in the first half. Nettleton looking to extend their 7-point lead going into the break. Give to Nathan Young. Nathan's got some room to run.
I bet we see Kyle Tolley after halftime.
I bet you we do.
They'll tape it up or whatever they have to do. He's a pretty tough individual.
Yes, he is. His father, Kenneth Tolley, was a great running back for the Raiders back in the 90s. The mid-90s, they had some really good teams. Luke Maddox and that group, a really good group of Raiders. Kenneth Tolley, a big part of that. His son, Kyle, having an outstanding season. Complete is Carter's pass on the near sideline. That is number 14, Dorian Tucker, coming in for the injured Kyle Tolley. 1st down Raiders. Good to see Dorian get some playing time.
I mean, and the receivers do such a great job, and Carter's timing is very good also. You know, when they stick their foot in the ground and make the cut to turn around, the ball's in the air. So, I mean, that's very hard to defend if you're a cornerback.
53 seconds remaining in the first half. Carter back to pass, looking for Kyle Tolley, who is once again snuck back into the game. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like he I don't know if he ran the wrong route or Carter threw to the wrong man, but there was really nobody there. Actually, if the Wynne defender had been playing the ball instead of the player, he had the best shot at catching the football.
Yeah, we're fortunate that was an incompletion, not an interception.
They need to be very careful here because just a field goal here, walking away with any points right here before halftime is very crucial.
We've got a very good field goal kicker in Michael Golden. Carter running to his right, looking downfield, pump fakes, and just throws it away. Smart play there by number 10.
Yep. Nothing there. Don't try to create something. We had 2 receivers run into each other there over here on this side. They were trying to come back to the ball.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. The clock stopped at 40 seconds because of the incomplete pass. Ball is on the 18-yard line. It's a 35-yard kick right now, within Michael Golden's range for sure.
Most definitely. And good to see Tolly back out there because he's the holder. So
yes. Fumbled snap. Carter recovers. Throws right side.
Oh.
It is incomplete. Intended for Cam Scarlett, and just in and out of his hands it looked like. There is a flag on the play. Personal foul. Roughing the passer against Wynne. That's a big penalty right there, Coach.
That definitely puts us inside of field goal range and gives us automatic first down. Would have been 4th down. So
yeah, it's going to be half the distance to the goal and first down for the Raiders. We got 33 seconds left on the clock.
Probably 2 timeouts left. I can only remember us using 1.
I believe that's right. 2 timeouts left.
So. Puts us inside the 10-yard line.
So it's going to be first down and goal to go from the 9-yard line. The Raiders looking to extend their lead before the break. 2 receivers to the right, Nathan Young in the middle, Kyle Tolley back out there, and he's on the near sideline. With 2 timeouts, Nettleton definitely able to run the football. They go into the Ashley Carter keeping it.
No.
And he is hammered from behind. Number 17, Cameron Holmes, and Nettleton will have to take a timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Up by 7 with 26 seconds remaining in the half. And the Raiders take a timeout. We'll let you hear from one of our great sponsors as well. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Raider Football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
And we welcome you back to this broadcast of Raider Football on NTV. The temperature, 34 degrees. The time, 26 seconds. The score, Nettleton 28, Wynne 21. It's 2nd down and goal to go for the Raiders from the Yellow Jacket 10-yard line. Nettleton with 1 timeout remaining. Be a 27-yard field goal for Michael Golden as it stands right now. The Raiders would love to get more than 3 points here, though, heading into the second half. Carter from the gun, looking to pass, throwing left side, intended for Josie Perkins, incomplete, and fortunate to not have a turnover right there.
Yeah, Wynne was waiting on that. Josie did a jump ball for 1 touchdown. They weren't going to allow that to happen. They actually had 2 people over there. The corner plus the safety was cheated that way. So going to have to find another target. I tell you, the target I like seeing out there, you can always go to Tolley or
right.
Perkins, but you've got number 8, I went blank on his name.
Cameron Scarlett.
Right. With his size and athleticism, he'd be another target I'd throw a jump ball to as well.
Scarlett lined up tight end right now on the right side. Carter running right side. Under pressure.
No.
He throws a tackler off. In the end zone is Kyle Tolley.
Wow.
Actually, yes, that's Kyle. No, that's Cam Scarlett. Cam Scarlett, just like you said, Coach. Cam Scarlett with a touchdown. And how about this? Watch Cade Carter work. I thought he was dead to rights. Carter just shucked a tackler, and then he throws a touchdown pass to Cam Scarlett. Great job by Cade Carter.
Very good job. And, we talked about Nathan Young playing his last game and, wanting to get to the playoffs, not having the year that, Cade's doing the same thing, looks like. He was going to break that record easily tonight.
He's already broken the record, and now then he is making it harder for anybody else to ever catch him. The point after is good thanks to the leg of Michael Golden. And with 13 seconds remaining in the first half. The Raiders have opened up a 35-21 lead over Wynne. And that's big points there, Coach, right before the break.
Yeah, especially knowing that they're going to get the ball when we come back from halftime. So that gives you a little cushion there in case something happens out of the half and they do go down and drive. You still don't lose great momentum coming out of your halftime doing adjustments and things. So.
Well, a little bit of a mean streak there shown by Cade Carter. He wasn't going down right there. I mean, that guy had him in his grasp. He was taking him down to the ground. Carter just shucked him out of the way and then hit Cam Scarlett with a touchdown pass. I was impressed there by the senior quarterback, Cade Carter.
Yeah, I was like you saying, oh, no, he's about going to knock us back out of field goal range.
Right.
But he did a great job. And then, actually, I thought he was throwing it away until I looked down the corner and saw Scarlett standing there. Scarlett was that tight end, like you said, to the top side, and he did a crossing route all the way to the opposite pylon, which took a little time to get there.
Yep. Good presence of mind by Carter, realizing that he was there. Little squibbler.
Whoa.
Oh, it is kicked. Look at there. It is recovered by the Raiders. How about that? That is Stephen Williams with the recovery. The Yellow Jacket kickoff returner kicked the thing like it was a soccer ball.
Yeah, couldn't get a grasp on it. That, with those squib kicks, sometimes those things are hard to, it's not a round ball. It's oblong, and it's not easy to grab off the turf like that. And, yeah, he couldn't get it and actually just booted it.
There's 9 seconds remaining in the half.
Are we going to try to run play?
Looks like we're going to. We do have one timeout.
Yep.
Carter out there in the gun. Nathan Young in the backfield with him. Maybe we'll take one shot in the end zone and then try to kick a field goal. Pass complete to Cam Scarlett. Cam Scarlett makes a move. Scarlett fighting for the goal line. Touchdown Raiders!
Wow.
Cade Carter to Cam Scarlett and big-time points before the break. What a play, Carter to Scarlett.
Wow, and Scarlett had every bit of the yardage to gain after the catch. I mean, it was just a 8-yard, but Wynne had backed up, making sure they don't get beat deep, jump ball in the end zone. Carter throws it underneath, and wow, that was a great job of Scarlett. Scarlett wasn't going to be denied the end zone.
No, he was not going to be denied, for sure. I've seen that young man make several plays like that last year in junior high. And once he's one of those guys that just smells the end zone, and he is tough to stop. Michael Golden's kick is up and good, and the Raiders have doubled up the Yellow Jackets with less than a second to play here in the first half. Your score is now Nettleton 42, Wynne 21.
And you can just look over at their sidelines and their stands, and they're just stunned right now.
Well, they're shocked.
That's 14 points in a matter of 10 seconds.
Exactly.
15 seconds, so.
Yeah, a key turnover there that fumbled. Actually, you can't hardly say he fumbled. He kicked the kickoff. Yeah. And Stephen Williams recovered for the Raiders. Next play, Carter once again to Scarlett. So within a matter of 2 offensive plays, Carter to Scarlett for a touchdown, Carter to Scarlett for a touchdown, and the Raiders up by 21 heading into the break.
And that's so hard to go into halftime because now, their daubers are down. They're going to be bickering a little bit, and it's cold outside, and you just wonder their mentality, are they going to be able to bounce back and come back the second half? And if we don't take our foot off the gas, we're going to make it very tough for them. I just make every promise of that.
Another squibbler of a kick. Alston, he's got one kickoff return for a touchdown, and he's not going to get another one. As a host of Raiders on the tackle over there, led by Juan Badillo. And that's the end of the first half. The Raiders making a statement here in Week 10 with a 42-21 lead at half. Great game here tonight. A lot of excitement among the Raider faithful, and we're going to take a break, let you hear from some of our great sponsors. We'll have a halftime show brought to you by Consolidated Insurance right after these messages. You are watching Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love. Learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the hate the feeling of a great rock.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training. as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my high school, so happy. I got ready to P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our flag colors falling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider Pride justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the comfort ship, loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, about it. Raider pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Oh yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider pride justified, got it on my side. 6 side, beat a guy, run up and you get a high. Pass us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about fifth period Raider pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to juke and jive. Every day, yeah, I rep the 5. Cause yeah, you know we fifth period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits, so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America, and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Yeah, Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Man, our school's pretty amazing.
I know. Kind of makes you just want to
break into song.
I like the faculty.
I like MTV. I like the principal.
Although he paddled me.
We love the black hole.
We love our sports teams.
Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride.
I like the lunchroom.
I like learning.
We love Nettleton. We love our family.
Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride, Raider pride.
In a world where trends come and go, there is one force that has remained strong for over a century. Raider pride.
Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some. Raider pride, we got some.
It has withstood tornadoes, witnessed a king, and welcomed new technology. It won't be stopped. It can't be stopped. Raider pride is forever. The heart of a Raider is strong and tenacious. It doesn't quit when the going gets tough. The heart of a Raider is faithful and true. It doesn't forget where it comes from. The heart of a Raider is friendly and kind. It makes friends easily and treats others with love and respect. It fights harder, stands taller, and strives for victory with no fear of defeat. The heart of a Raider belongs to Nettleton,
where Raider pride is justified.
And we welcome you to the Consolidated Insurance Halftime Show, where the Nettleton Raiders here at half have a 42-21 lead over the Wynne Yellow Jackets. Coach Keith Thomas and I mentioned at the beginning of the game how sweet it would be to end this season, Week 10, with a win, and the Raiders obviously sharing that assessment because they are playing like they want to win this game tonight. We will break down the scoring for you and then hopefully have some stats. The scoring got started in the first quarter with Nathan Young, senior running back, with a 3-yard touchdown run. And after a Michael Golden PAT, that made the score Nettleton 7, Wynne 0. Then the very next play, literally the very next play, a kickoff return for the Wynne Yellow Jackets. Alston, an 80-yard touchdown kickoff return. Made the score 7-6 after the PAT was botched by the Yellow Jackets. The Raiders scored next. Nathan Young, another 1-yard touchdown run after a good long drive by the Raiders. And that ended the scoring in the first quarter. Nettleton 14 and Wynne 6. Joined here in the broadcast booth by our up cameraman, Kobe Miller. It was a good first quarter for the Raiders, Kobe.
Yes, it was. A lot of big plays. Number 6 has really showed up tonight. Kyle Tolley's having a huge night. Cameron Scarlett is also having a very good night tonight as well.
Yeah, we'll get more about Cameron Scarlett here in just a second in the Consolidated Insurance Halftime Show. But Cameron Scarlett, he ended the second quarter with a bang. Let's get there though. In the second quarter, it started off. Nettleton got the scoring started with a 12-yard touchdown pass. Cade Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins. Now it's very important that we stop here for just a second in this scoring report and let you know about these two young men, Cade Carter and Josie Perkins. They both set single-season records tonight for the Nettleton Raider football program. Cade Carter set the record for single-season passing yardage, and Josie Perkins set the record for single-season receiving yardage. So, Kobe, you're a freshman at Nettleton High School. You saw history here tonight. That's got to be a pretty good feeling for you.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome to see that record get shattered tonight, and it really shows how disappointing it is that this team will not be playing in state because of how good players there are this year.
Oh, well, you know, we're 6th in the conference. The top 4 teams go. But I promise you, as a break here, a break there, in several of these games that we played, and the Raiders are easily in the playoffs. It's just the way the ball bounces sometimes in football, but the Raiders certainly playing tonight like they want to end the season on a high note, and that would be awesome heading into the off season. But Carter started the second quarter with a 12-yard touchdown pass to Josie Perkins. That made the score 21-16. Wynne answered, however, their senior quarterback Holden Parker with an 8-yard touchdown run, cut the Nettleton Raider lead to 21-14 after a 2-point conversion. Then it was Carter to Kyle Tolley. I believe it was about a 71-yard. It was 70-ish yards. Forgive me for not having exact yardage, but 70-yard touchdown pass. Cade Carter to Kyle Tolley, and that made the score 28-14 Raiders. And as you said, Kyle Tolley had a heck of a first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's really showing off the speed tonight, and he's also showing off a lot of elusiveness. I can't wait to see what he can be next year.
Yes, he's a junior this year, and he'll be back next year, so already looking forward to next year Raider football. So 28-14, that's where we left you in this little Consolidated Insurance halftime show recap. Wynne scored next, a 28-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, Holden Parker. The young man has had a big first half. That made the score 28-21. But the rest of the half was all Nettleton. Nettleton got the ball with about 3 minutes to play in the half, and a nice drive capped off by a touchdown pass, Carter to Scarlett, with about 15 seconds left on the clock. Cade Carter was about to get sacked. He was in the grasp, and he literally shucked the defender. I started to say defensive lineman. I'm not sure what position the guy plays. He shucked the defender, and then he found Cam Scarlett running a cross pattern in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. That was a big play, Cade to Cameron.
Oh, yeah, I almost missed that shot up there. I was jumping and hollering so much.
Kobe running camera for us up top in the Arctic-like temperatures up there. And it was a big play. The next play, a kickoff, and the Yellow Jacket kickoff returner never did really have a handle on the ball. He may have kind of fumbled it, but then he kicked it. Nettleton Stephen Williams recovered, and Nettleton they had a time for one more play. We thought they might take a shot in the end zone and then kick a field goal. They did take a shot into the end zone. Actually, they hit Cade Carter hit Cam Scarlett probably about the 8-yard line, and Cam Scarlett did the rest. He bulled his way in for a Raider touchdown. 2 straight plays, Cade Carter to Cam Scarlett, 2 straight touchdowns. And after a Michael Golden point after kick, that set the score at 42-21, and that is the score here at half. So great first half for the Raiders, Kobe. 21-point lead heading into the second quarter. We are 2 quarters away from doing what's only been done one time in history, and that is a Nettleton team defeating a Wynne team in a game of tackle football.
Yes, sir. I feel like if we get one more stop on defense and we score, it will be the final nail in the coffin, and I think we got this one wrapped up.
Well, we will have all the action for you here in just a second. Actually, I want to say a great big thanks to my man, Caleb Manning. He is spotting for us tonight, and he just brought over some stats. So I'll see if I can't read Cameron's writing. Carter, 291 passing yards. Cade Carter, is that right? 291 passing yards? Caleb Manning says he added them up himself. He does have a Nettleton education. I trust it. So 291 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Great first half by Cade Carter. The outlaw Josie Perkins, 74 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. Did I read that right, too? Also, 8 yards running. 7 receptions. There we go. 7 receptions, 74 yards, 8 rushes, 1 touchdown reception. Nathan Young, 76 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Big first half, Nathan Young. Cameron Scarlett, a couple of touchdown passes, 34 yards receiving for the super sophomore Cam Scarlett. Kyle Tolley, 127 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. And Tucker, his first reception of the year, Dorian Tucker, for 10 yards. Thanks to Caleb Manning for those stats. Great job, Caleb. And thanks to Kobe Miller for joining me on the Consolidated Insurance. Cold night up there, but at least it's not raining on you.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade from Forest City. I'd rather be just cold than wet and cold.
That's right. Well, hey, man, thanks for joining me on the halftime show, the Consolidated Insurance halftime show, brought to you by our friends at Consolidated Insurance. For all your insurance needs, auto, life, home, go see my good friends Randy and Lana Johnson. Their offices are over on Southwest Drive. Best way to get a hold of them, though, just look them up on Facebook. Get on Facebook, search Consolidated Insurance, and you can get a hold of Randy and Lana Johnson. And we really do appreciate their support and their sponsorship of Raider football this year. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. Raider football on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love. Learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing? Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth. What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's to Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a great pride car.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be all right.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and
roll. From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wells.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field. Nettleton Raiders have made it feel like Raider Field tonight. We'll welcome you back to, I guess this is a Yellow Jacket Stadium. Is that what they call that here, Coach? Welcome back to Yellow Jacket Stadium, where we are just about to begin the second half of football here. The Raiders with a 42-21 lead after a flurry of scoring at the end of the second quarter. 2 plays, 2 touchdown passes from Cade Carter to Cameron Scarlett. Just a very historical first half, as we've seen Cade Carter and the outlaw Josie Perkins both write their names in the record books. A lot of the things to be happy about tonight for Nettleton here in Week 10, Coach.
Yeah, and it was a costly mistake for Wynne right there right before the half. And you know, so many times teams do things like that, and you can't capitalize on it. 9 seconds, and you throw a football like that short of the end zone, and that kid gets in for a touchdown. I mean, things are going your way whenever you can capitalize on opportunities like that.
Third quarter about to get underway. Michael Golden to kick off. Raiders up 21. Golden kicks it hard on the ground, and why not? Fielded at the 15 by Austin. Austin hits the hole of the middle. Fumble on the play, and it's recovered by Wynne.
Man.
So that would have been nice. But
it would have been a good momentum shift right off the bat coming out of halftime, not to let them get anything going and get the ball right there.
After a good return by Austin, it's 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets on their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, he does. Once he gets the ball in his hand, whether it's in the air or on the ground, he does a good job with his shiftiness, and he's a good kickoff return, that's for sure.
1st down and 10. Parker with the quarterback keeper. He falls down after a gain of a couple. Charles Moore there to make the stop for the Raiders.
Yeah, and he was sitting there unblocked there, and the quarterback didn't have no option but to go down. We're mixing in the odd front. We're back in a 5 look.
Quarterback keeper, he's hit by a good pitch there as Charles Moore hammered him. He made the pitch to Austin, and he is run out of bounds by Dorian Tucker, but not after a big gain and a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets.
And it never fails. You have 2 guys right there to hit the quarterback, and nobody's on the pitch man. It's just you got to be assignment competent, and everybody have their man. And
flag on the play, and it's holding against the Yellow Jackets. So depending on where the infraction occurred, it's going to be
second short.
It's going to be going to nullify the 1st down, but just barely. It looks like it's going to be 2nd down and about 2.
We've played pretty assignment good free football because we hadn't had a whole lot of penalties against us that I can remember. Oh, they had 2 men in motion.
Fumble on the toss, and it's still a loose ball, but it is recovered by Wynne.
Should have been
That's number 54, Hunter Williams.
A flag from the beginning. Recovery. They had both wings went in motion. Neither one of them got set. So 3rd down. Lost a yard.
Lost a yard on that, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, golly, he made a good cut. That was a good job by the quarterback. We had that well played, and that was all the quarterback.
So they moved the chains, and First and 10, Yellow Jackets from inside the Raider 47-yard line. Speed met by a host of Raiders, led by Joaquim the Dream Daniels. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they still establishing the fullback. And a few times he's if they gave it to him, he probably would have picked up yards, but that time he did not. He was met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
stringing it out. Great job.
Nice job by the Raider defense. Markellen Barber, Stephen Williams. Good assignment defense right there.
Sure was.
And
you can tell we've settled in. We've seen what they're going to run. We've seen their few plays that they're going to run, and maybe made a couple adjustments at halftime, and we're definitely trying to take the quarterback away, making him either give to the fullback or pitch man.
3rd and 13 now for the Yellow Jackets after a loss of 3.
If we could just make them fight for every yard. Again, the time's on our side, so.
Yeah, the clock is our best friend right now. And speaking of which, 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Play is whistled dead. Penalty markers on the field. It'll be a dead ball, false start against the Yellow Jackets. So it'll be 3rd down and 18 for Wynne, and that brings the Raider faithful to their feet over here. Well, I say to their feet. They're so cold they're all sitting down, but they are cheering.
Just trying to get some blood circulating.
Exactly. So 3rd down and 18 for the Yellow Jackets. Raider defense doing a great job on this series. Parker back to pass, looking deep downfield, throws into triple coverage. It is intercepted. It's intercepted by Nettleton's number 14, Dorian Tucker. Had his helmet ripped off of him. I would have thought that might be a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there, but it's as it is. It's a turnover for the Raiders after the big interception by Dorian Tucker.
Number 27, was that 27 that got the interception?
It was number 14.
14, okay.
Yes, 14, Dorian. So big night for Dorian as he gets his first reception offensively and a big interception right there for the Raiders. And the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Cade Carter from the gun. Well, fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Wynne. It was like Carter trying to hand the ball off to Nathan Young, and they never made a good exchange. And
yeah, that's not what you want right there. Big momentum, you get a turnover. So actually, the turnover gave them positive yardage.
Right.
You know.
That's right.
Man.
So 8 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Wynne takes over 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Did he ever get the snap, or did he fumble it?
Yeah, he got the snap. Okay. It was on the exchange.
On the exchange, okay.
That the fumble took place. Washington on the carry, tackled on the far sideline over there. Charles Moore and Jaquan Dent in on the stop. Gain of 4. It's 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted on the 14-yard line of the Raiders.
Yeah, you can just see every time that they do the veer, the option to the sideline, the wide veer, we're stringing it out well, and we're running to the pitch man and making the quarterback throw to the pitch, and then we have more than one person there to make the tackle. Like I said, we're settling in. We've seen this offense a little bit now, and it's getting easier for us.
Quarterback keeper, and he is tackled by Stephen Williams. Gain of 4, maybe gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. 7 minutes and 35 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback keeper.
Sneak, yeah.
He's got the 1st down. It's going to be 1st down and goal to go from the 5-yard line. 1st down and goal to go on the 5.
I don't know why you don't do that more often. It's a good play. It's positive yards, and make the defense do something different, and then it opens up things on the edge, you know.
Parker with a sweep to Alston, and Alston slides into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So costly turnover there by the Raiders, and Wynne capitalizes with 7:06 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Wynne puts 6 on the board, 42-27 the score now.
Yeah, and it's just a shame we gave them short field, and we talked about the time being on our side. You'd like for us to drive the ball a little bit. Could have punted it back to them, but make them go the length of the field, you know.
Take some time off the clock.
Take some time off the clock, and just giving it back that short field, it just didn't work in our favor. Missed it.
The kick is no good, so 42-27 the score with 7:06 remaining in the third quarter. .06 remaining in the third quarter, 42-27, Raiders with the lead.
Yeah, like I said, whether we get points here, every drive here is you want to eat up the clock as much as possible, make Wynne get in a panic mode, try to score quick, get them behind the chains, try to, do things like that.
Got to figure that we'll have a onside kick here, I would think.
I don't know. They can kick it deep and hope for another turnover.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't look like they're in.
We haven't punted the ball yet, have we?
We have not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an offside. There's an onside kick,
Nope,
and
they got it.
I believe Wynne has got it. Yep. So Wynne with favorable field position, and I would say Uncle Mo is on the Yellow Jacket side right now.
Yeah, and I tell you, being a coach, you can just look at our demeanor. Look, we're with the lead, but just look how we're walking out there. We're mad because we're having to go back after on defense. We're supposed to come over here and set. Right now is a perfect opportunity, and that's why it was a good play call by Coach Wilson a while ago. Don't be surprised for Wynne to do something, try to trick play here or something deep, because they've got you bumfuzzled right now because you're mad that they did that to us. So big plays usually come after turnovers, and you got to be ready, prepared for that.
Quarterback keeper, and he's tackled by Ryan Crawford. Jorge Salas also in on the stop.
We need to stop here in the worst way to try to stop this momentum, though.
Yes, gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 6:47 to play here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Sweep to Alston. He jumps over Markell and Barber, and good job over there by the Raider defense. Nathan Young, Stephen Williams in on the stop. Maybe a gain of 1.
I tell you, that's a great job by Charles Moore coming in and just leveling the blocker there, making the running back bounce, and that gave a lot of time for the defense to get there and pursue and make the tackle.
3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. So as you said, the Raider defense needing to stop in a bad way.
Yeah.
Key play right here. They're definitely in 4-down territory.
Yeah, we need them to lose yards or no gain or something to make it a long 4th down.
4th and long instead of 4th and manageable. Quarterback keeper Stephen Williams and Joaquin Daniels also in on the stop. So they kind of slung him forward, and as you said, Coach, that makes it 4th down and what you might call manageable. 4th down and 3 maybe.
Yeah, 2 to 3 yards in this type of offense is they believe they can get it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do the quarterback sneak. It gets 3 yards every time they do it. So
it has been an effective play for him here tonight. 4th down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. Quarterback Holden Parker under center. He keeps it, and he is hit. Let's see what
he's going to get.
He falls forward. Looks like he got enough for the 1st down. Good job there by the senior quarterback Holden Parker. 1st down, 5:06 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I think he's, they've got a good running back that runs the ball hard and stuff, but that the quarterback definitely is one of their most fierce runners. If you need a yard or two, he's definitely the guy they want the ball in his hand. Uh-oh. Oh.
Pitch to Washington, and he has got room to run on the far sideline. He's pushed out of bounds by Des Mitchell, but not before he gains a first down.
Yeah, you hate it when your outside contained guy goes inside a block right there, which gave him an edge. I said, "Uh-oh," and I could see him getting pinned there. And that guy's supposed to turn everything back to the defense, set the edge, and he definitely did not.
Give to the fullback. He is tackled by Joaquin Daniel. Stephen Williams also in on the stop with Jorge Salas. Looks like a gain of 4. It's going to be second down and 6.
Looks like Wynne's mixing in a few extra plays. I'm seeing some counters and some cutbacks, some traps, some trying to do a little bit more misdirection. The quarterback's opening up one way and then spinning around and running the option the other way. Looks like they're trying to use our speed against us, get us thinking it's going one way and come back with something to counter. Been doing that a lot in the second half.
Give to the fullback. He cuts inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal to go for the Yellow Jackets on the 7-yard line. So a 21-point halftime lead is pretty much evaporated here in a matter of minutes. A costly fumble on an exchange and then a onside kick. And Justin Livingston with the stop down there. Second down and goal to go, ball on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're just doing a straight dive outside the guard right here with the fullback, and it's been pretty successful for them. Probably look for them to do it again.
Flag on the play. It's a dead ball foul. False start against the Yellow Jackets. That'll back them up 5, make it second down and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
We need to bow our neck right here and make some kind of stop. Did it again.
Another flag on the play.
Fullback's getting too anxious. He's moving whenever the other guy's moving. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift against Wynne, and they're going to knock them back 5 more yards. So a couple of costly penalties for Wynne.
Yeah, that's 10 yards worth of penalties right there.
And it's goal to go for the Yellow Jackets. So that's big penalties.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and they've already showed they struggle a little bit kicking an extra point. So definitely do not look like a team that's going to kick a field goal. So. Having some confusion of where to set the ball. Now he's moving.
There we go. It's like they didn't mark off the yardage on that penalty there.
Yeah.
Now then it's squared away. Second down and goal to go from the Raider 12-yard line.
We need a no gain or a negative yard right here. Really put them behind the sticks. Oh.
Gonna pass it. Good coverage by the Raider secondary. Still looking for a man.
Oh,
throws
boy.
it. The way's wide open. Touchdown.
Wow.
Yellow Jackets. Alston.
That's usually
on the
a
far
cardinal
side.
no. Do not run to the right and throw back across. But that guy was so wide open, we had nobody there. We were rolling with the quarterback, and got very fortunate for the Yellow Jackets. We actually had them stop dead to right. They're going to go for 2. Yep. Make us a 1-score game.
Get to the fullback up the middle. He is into the end zone. So, what a revolting turn, revolting development this is.
Yeah.
With 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Your score is now Nettleton 42, Wynne 35.
Yeah, it's been all Yellow Jackets third quarter, that's for sure.
We apologize. We're having some technical difficulties up top. Not sure exactly what's going on, but our technical difficulties with the camera. We're working on getting it fixed. Right now, you're seeing a black screen, and we realize that. So just listen to us, and we'll tell you what's going on until we can get the problem fixed up top. Cold night, and I think we may be having some issues with some batteries up top, but we'll try to get that fixed. But we're having some technical difficulties, and we'll get it fixed as soon as we can. Right now, Wynne is about to kick off. They got the kickoff team out there. The quarterback, number 12, Holden Parker, to kick. They had a successful onside kick last time, and that got them within one score. They figured to kick it deep here. Back deep for the Raiders is Kyle Tolley and Josie Perkins, a couple of guys who definitely have breakaway speed for the Raiders. And there's the kick. It's another onside kick. Nettleton this time fields the ball cleanly. It's Raider ball. That's Landon Newsom over there who picks the ball up. And so it kind of surprised me they went for another onside kick, this time unsuccessful, Coach.
Yeah, they're lining up normal, and we're lining up normal. We don't have our hands teams out there. We just have a regular kickoff return out there, and I guess they're just still trying to catch us off guard and trying to steal possessions.
Cade Carter from the gun. In the backfield with him is Cam Scarlett and Nathan Young. In motion, Josie Perkins gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young up the middle. He's got room to run. He's got a first down and then some. He's down to the 35-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. First down Raiders on a gain of 15 by Nathan Young.
Yeah, and that's that's the gamble of the onside kick. You give yourself great field position, and a couple first downs here, and you're already in field goal range.
It is first down and 10 for the Raiders.
Yeah, we had that whole run there in possession, and they didn't start the clock, so we're having a delay in the action now because the clock was not running.
I think we about to get some video up for you. There we go.
So we got some cell phone footage, basically. So until we get our camera running up top, we'll bring you the action with the cell phone. Improvise, adapt, overcome. First and 10 Raiders. 3 receivers near side. Carter in the backfield with
Cam Scarlett and Nathan Young. In motion is Josie Perkins. Gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running up the middle. Dodges a tackler. First down Raiders as Nathan Young. Big yardage for the good guys.
Yeah, and I just keep feeding that young man. It's eating up clock. He's doing a good job right now. He's dancing. He's seeing the hole. I'd feed the beast right now.
2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nettleton up 7. Just a couple of minutes ago, they were up 21.
Yeah.
Give to Nathan Young once again. Tough yardage up the middle. Gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Yeah, and Nathan Young's just attacking the hole right now. Whether it's there or not, he's patient. And then whenever he sees a gap, he gets through there quickly.
Carter with a hard count, and I believe we got him to bite.
How is that
They
not
did
offsides?
not call it.
Wow.
Second down and 8. Carter, pass complete to Tolley. About the 17-yard line is where forward motion is going to be stopped. Gain of 4. It's going to be third down for the Raiders. And it looks like 4 to go for the first down. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it's one of those plays you're just glad that he caught the ball, keep the clock rolling, get positive yardage. You could actually be in 4-down territory here, or you're actually in field goal range now.
Young in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right.
Whew, I'd have to throw it out there, Josie. There's nobody on him.
Oh, boy. Passes in and out of the hands of Kyle Tolley. It'll be 4th down and 4 for the Raiders.
The corner was 10 yards off of Josie when he motioned out there. Went right through Tolly's hands, though. He was wide open. Josie did a clear-out route. Tolly did a 5 and out, and he was wide open. Would have had the first down had he caught it.
36 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Perkins in motion. Nathan Young in the backfield. Raiders going for it here on 4th and 4. Carter complete to Cameron Scarlett. Scarlett fighting for a first down, but he's going to be stopped short, a couple of yards short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Wynne takes over. 1st and 10, about their own 19-yard line. Raiders with a 7-point lead with 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Don't you go anywhere, folks. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, at least this time the field position's a little bit in our favor. Again, a long drive, good drive, eat up the clock, get them behind the chains, try for a no gain or a loss here. This won't be 4-down territory as long as we have them on this end.
Give to the fullback. He's got some room to run, speed. He is upended by Nettleton's Quad Brown, but not before he gains a first down.
Yeah, they've had a little bit more success getting away from the option, just doing straight dives, blast, and sweep, getting back just some old school power football and running right at us, and they're having a little bit more success with that when they need it. There's just another dive.
Again, give to speed.
Yep.
Stephen Williams stands him up. The pile moving in the Yellow Jackets' favor.
And, boy, that's a big momentum push whenever you got a running back that won't go down. It just kind of motivates everybody and gets them fired up. And I'm telling you, a while ago the sideline and the home stands didn't have much life, and they're feeling like they do a little bit now.
Yeah, the Raiders had a 21-point lead in the first possession. They threw an interception. Boy, everything looked to be going our way. Then a fumble, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, and here we are. It's a 7-point game. Nettleton up.
Having to hold the camera in here.
It's 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. And I tell you what, we are still having technical difficulties and wondering why we're not getting our camera up top. Director Ryan Bell holding the camera right now, and an injured Yellow Jacket on the field is number 30, Carl Washington. Hey, what's the holdup up there? Why is the camera not working? Can y'all not get it? Hello?
Hello, guys.
What's the problem? Why is there not a camera up there? 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. And there's a timeout. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter, hopefully with an up camera. You're watching Raider football on MTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
And we welcome you back to this broadcast of Raider football on NTV. It's fourth quarter. Here's some good news. We've got a camera that works now. That's great news. Little pitch right there, and another big gain. Holy cow. Man. He has got a lot of real estate, a lot of green grass between him and the end zone. He's at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's number 2, Jaden Potter. The first play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter, and 61 yards.
Man, we over pursued it just a little bit, and he cut back against the grain, and when he did, there was just nobody there. That's 2 plays now. You know, the pass to the end zone a while ago, and this one that they're going for 2.
They're looking to take the lead, and boy, they got in there. So the 2-point conversion is good with 11:42 to play in the game. Your score is now Yellow Jackets 43, Nettleton 42. Coach, how in the world did this happen?
Yeah. Assignment football, you know. You get out there and he pitches the ball and nobody's there. Outside guy overplays it and he cuts it back, and it's 61 yards later. We're sitting here scratching our heads going, well, what happened?
Yeah, we went into the halftime with a 42-21 lead. The second half has been all Yellow Jackets from a scoring perspective, as they have scored 3 unanswered and tacked on a 2-point conversion or 2, and that is given them a 43-42 lead.
Yeah, you know, we talked about this. We've struggled with beating them, and, you know, maybe one of the worst things that could have happened to us is us jump up and be as high up on them as we did get the lead like that. And it looks like we relaxed a little bit and thought, hey, we're going to take care of this. And then, you know, a strong traditional team like that, you can never count them out until that whistle's blown when the game's over. And it seems like we underestimated them a little bit. They went into halftime, probably got their butts chewed, and now here they are with a 1-point lead after 1 quarter of play.
11:42 to play in this game. 1 point separating these two teams. This ought to be a dandy, folks. Don't you go anywhere. This time they do kick deep after 2 onside kicks. That's Nathan Young returning for the Raiders. Nathan Young running hard, gets to about the 26-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Interesting that they trotted number 33 out there to return a kick.
Yeah, I think they did. They shuffled some people around, put some more hands-type people on the front, thinking that they might onside kick it again, and then they kick it deep, and they just blew by our guys at front because those are not your usually blockers, you know. So, hey, this late in the season, put your athletes in, and never know. Nathan could have broke it right there. So,
Nathan, the ball carrier, Nathan Young, and he is tackled for a loss. Going to be a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11.
You know, you talk about the Yellow Jackets. You know, early in the year, this is a team that beat West Memphis. This is a team that beat Marion. You know, those are your top 2 and 3 teams in the 6A, you know.
Right. Marion knocked off Jonesboro last night.
Jonesboro last night. West Memphis beat Jonesboro. Right. And this Wynne Yellow Jacket team beat both of them. So, even though we look like we've handled them for the most part of this game, they're not a slouch. So,
Carter.
Oh, baby.
Intended for Josie Perkins, incomplete.
Josie throwing his hand up at the last moment, knocked that ball away.
Right. Jaden Parker had a beat. Jaden Potter had a beat on it. Incomplete. That's better than an interception.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he was going straight for the kid, and Josie just threw a hand up at the last second and knocked it out of the sky. So, fortunate there.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Carter hit as he's thrown, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Kyle Tolley. It'll be 4th down and 10. And for the first time tonight, it looks like the Raiders are sending out the punt team with 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this game.
Yeah, it looks like we kind of got, and that's the thing of, you know, Yellow Jackets answer, and it looked like we kind of got rattled there on our play calling. We didn't stick. We got stuffed on that 1st down. Instead of coming back to some motion stuff, some things that we had success, we went to the air, and we had 2 quick incompletions. wasted no time on the clock. Now we're fixing to get it back to the Yellow Jackets, which got some momentum going. So really a bad series there for the Raiders.
Oh, that's going to be a break right there for the Raiders.
Yep, there's
Cam
a break.
Scarlett is just absolutely hammered after he punted the ball. That's going to be a 15-yard roughing the kicker, and Cam is still down.
That wasn't roughing the kicker. That was a form tackle.
Yeah, that was demolishing the kicker. That's what that is. Cam is up now. You can bet he got the wind knocked out of his lungs, and he's up. He's okay. It's just one of those where you lay on the ground and you can't breathe.
Yeah. Like I said, that wasn't roughing the kicker. That was like a quarterback hit after he threw the football.
Right.
I mean, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. So.
Yeah, personal foul roughing the kicker, and you notice how hard the referee did the personal foul motion.
Yeah, because that was pretty.
That's flagrant.
Flagrant. Yeah, that was pretty intentional. I mean that wasn't just running into his leg. That was a full form tackle. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
That's. Earlier they just hammered Kyle Tolley on they had a roughing the holder penalty. So, I mean, these Yellow Jackets are
a little dirty.
Playing hard, and that's the word that I was thinking. But
I'll say it.
Yeah.
It's my hometown. I can talk about it.
It's first down and 10. Complete to Josie Perkins. Josie Perkins turns on the Jets, and they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Raiders.
And there's that trip, that's the set that I was talking about, that overset that we had so much success first. Come back to it right there. That exact same play that Tolley caught and took it to the house. Overset, Wynne shifted, ran the route back across the middle. Good play call. Make them pay.
That's right. And
again, big play after a turnover or after their daubers are down. They should have got off the field. They're mad. Perfect opportunity to catch them like that.
So the Raiders now, up 48-43.
We going for two now?
And it looks like the Raiders going for two. So
and that's the problem. When other teams start going for two and be successful, it kind of forces your hand.
Right.
You have to do it to stay with them.
Zoom out. Carter rolling right, looking to throw. Back of the end zone.
There it is.
It's complete. 2-point conversion is good. That is Charles Moore who caught the 2-point conversion. We're tucked away here in the press box where it's a blind spot. Finally, I was able to see. 2-point conversion is good, and with 10:33 remaining in the game, the Raiders now lead the Yellow Jackets 50-43. Coach, cannot tell you how important that penalty was and that touchdown drive was for the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that young man's getting an earful over there on the sideline. Telling him that touchdown was on him. There's not been much defense played tonight. 93 points already, and we still got time to go.
We got 10 minutes and 33 seconds to go.
Wow.
We'll be over 100 points scored tonight. Uncle Mo, however, seems to have trotted across the field, and I believe he's sitting on the good guy's side right now.
A good stop right here. Some kind of turnover on their side could really put the nail in the coffin right here if we can do something off of it.
Momentum definitely shifted whenever we fumbled the ball early there in the second half, and man, Wynne has kept the momentum ever since until that roughing the kicker penalty right there on Cam.
Yeah, there's fixing to get the ball 3 and out.
Right.
Took very little time off the clock. Had an opportunity to drive down and eat the clock and go up 2 touchdowns, and definitely a turn of events. One penalty.
The man with the golden foot, Michael Golden, high, not deep, short kick. That's exactly where Austin caught it whenever he busted one earlier. This time he is tackled near midfield. Jaquan Dent with the stop, and Austin is shaken up. He's slow to get up. Let's hope that young man is all right. Be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from the 47-yard, their own 47.
That may be the only way we'll be able to stop that young man.
Yeah.
By injuring him. I tell you, I think I would kick it to someone different than him.
Yes.
He's got to be averaging 40 to 50 yards on his returns because he took one to the house. So
about an 80-yard touchdown return.
Yeah, so and he's returned every other one about to the 50. So I'd definitely put the ball in somebody else's hands. even though he did give us a generous one down here when he muffed that one, but he gets in his hands, he's pretty lethal.
And he is still down. So we're hoping that we hope that he's all right, and definitely don't wish any ill will on the young man. Alston is his name. He's a heck of a player. Number 6.
Number 6, okay.
Yes, Kavion Alston.
Okay.
He's a senior. They got him listed at 5'5". He definitely plays taller than that, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's definitely favoring, unable to put weight on his left foot. A couple of his teammates helping him off the field, carrying him off the field. So we sure wish Kavion Alston a speedy recovery. Just not too speedy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Maybe right after the game, be fine. 10:26 remaining in this game. Wynne, pretty good field position to start this drive. Give speed up the middle. That young man runs the ball hard, Coach. He gains about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Tough yardage there.
Yeah, he's definitely a good fullback for this offense because he churns his feet and he's going to establish it, and you're going to have to stop him first, which opens up the quarterback, the pitch man, and everything else that they want to do.
2nd down and 4. Gives to the fullback speed, and he has got a 1st down. Ryan Crawford on the stop. Also leading the tackle for the Raiders is Doniquis Willis. 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. They're inside Nettleton Raider territory, 43-yard line.
Yeah, this is one of those, it's kind of like a chess match. You definitely would like a stop here, but obviously they're starting to get in 4-down territory, so now you're thinking, okay, if they drive down and waste about 3 or 4 minutes and score and then give us the ball back and we drive down, score, with having the last score, we win.
Right. You get the feeling that whoever has the ball last is going to win this game.
That's right. And with the time winding down, you're starting to play okay, so.
Doniquis Willis again with the stop. Gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball on the Raider 40.
It's one of those ones, if you eat up too much time, then you're going to make them have the ball at the end and have the final say. And
Speed, the ball carrier, and boy, he is hammered over there. That's Nathan Young with the big hit. Gain of a couple, however. It's like they're giving him forward progress of 3. He was knocked back a good 1.5 yards by Nathan. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, 8:54 on the clock.
I promise you Nathan Young is enjoying his last game as a Raider.
He scored a couple of touchdowns. He's making big defensive plays. 3rd down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. Again, they give to speed. Ryan Crawford tackles him about a yard short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 for Wynne.
Probably going to see a quarterback sneak here, I would say. Quick to the ball.
Yep. Quarterback sneak. They run right side. He's got the 1st down. And as you've mentioned numerous times throughout this game, that's an effective play for these Yellow Jackets, that quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and we played a team one time, and it wasn't a 4th down or a 3rd down play. They would do it on 1st down. I mean, if you didn't honor it, you had to stand up there and take away the quarterback sneak first before you did anything else. And it was very effective. So many teams are in the gun, they don't have the opportunity to do that, you know.
Quarterback keeper, and Charles Moore slings him to the ground. Looked like he was going to throw him forward, and then he threw him in the right direction.
We call that a rodeo tackle. He was definitely riding the bull there.
Wasn't quite 8 seconds.
No.
Gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 9. Clock at 7:45 and ticking.
Yeah, with this being 4-down territory, like I said, you really need them to get a negative yard or a couple of no gains and get them where they got to get 4 or 5 yards a chunk.
Speed.
They're having success with that dive.
Yeah, they really are. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Gain of 4.
Yep.
Clock is at 7:13. 7:10 now ticking, remaining in this game. 3rd down and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Give to Speed. He runs right side. He is thrown down by Stephen Williams. They throw a flag.
Uh-oh.
And we have an injured Yellow Jacket.
No, that's a Raider.
Oh, that's an injured Raider. That's right. That's Ryan Crawford. Is slow to get up, and he's up now. Let's see what this.
Face mask be face mask. The flag's gonna be face mask.
Yeah, I believe Stephen might have grabbed a handful of face mask as he made the tackle over there. It's going to be 3rd down and 5, depending on this penalty. Still haven't heard from the man in the white hat. Personal foul face mask. So that'll be the 15-yard variety right there, Coach.
Yeah.
That's a big penalty right there. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Wynne. Ball on the Raider 12-yard line. Quarterback sneak on 1st down, Coach.
Yep.
And he bulls his way into the end zone
touchdown
for a touchdown.
12-yard quarterback
12-yard quarterback sneak on 1st down.
And that's what I'm saying. It makes it so much more effective because when you got 4th down short yardage, 3rd down short yardage, everybody and their brother's expecting it. You start doing that stuff on 1st and 2nd, and I mean it's a whole different game plan as far as a defense. You got to put your linebackers up there close, protecting it, and going for 2 now. Dive play.
50-49. Let's see if the Raider defense can
back.
hold him up. No signal. That's no good. That is no good. Good job by the Raider defensive line over there. That's Jorge Salas getting up. Nathan Young
that
also.
Coach is all the way down inside the 10-yard line for the win.
How about that? So the 2-point conversion, no good. The Raider defense holds, and they hold on to a 1-point lead with 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and the flag flies. That's going to be a
another one.
Personal foul Wynne's bench, and another flag comes.
Yeah, that Wynne coach was
flying.
not happy. He thought his running back got in for the 2-point conversion. He's been letting them have it.
So I guess 30 yards will be assessed on the kickoff, I suppose, Coach. So
we should have good field position.
Yeah, I would say so. They'll be kicking off from the 10, if my math is correct. 40 minus 30 is 10. There's 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this game. Josie Perkins and Nathan Young back deep for the Raiders. And I say back deep. They're about at the 25, 30-yard line for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Wynne is lining up on the 40 like they're going to kick it from there, but they got to assess that yardage.
Yep.
Couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties called against the Wynne sideline. They normally kick the ball off from the 40. There was 2 15-yard penalties. So that'll be a total of 30, and Jim McDaniel learned me a lot of arithmetic in my days at Nettleton, but they're giving it to him on the 20, and coaches, it seems like it should be the 10. The Nettleton fans are letting them know about it and said, back it up 10 more yards. But
what you get into is you have 15 from the 40, and then you do the half the distance.
Okay, half the distance. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just 2 straight 15-yard penalties. Right. Maybe that's the deal. Yeah, the Nettleton fans over here, they are wanting the full.
Which I think it should be
30.
5 more yards. I think they still did their math wrong. Oh, and then he kicks it over our head.
Gets
we
past
have to go back.
Nathan Young on the return. And he is slung down out of bounds. There's a late hit flag, so maybe a little bit of acting there by Nathan, but
because that tackle started on the field and just continued. That was not a late hit. But it's far away from the Wynne fans, and they can't see it, and coaches can't really see it, so we'll take it.
So Nathan Yeah, Nathan is. They're attending to Nathan over here, and I don't know exactly.
He's knocked out.
They're.
He's getting an inhaler.
Yeah, it's a late hit. Nathan, I guess, having a little trouble breathing, getting his inhaler over there. So everything, all is well. Nathan is fine, and the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. And there's a personal foul late hit. So that's going to be 15 yards. So it'll put the ball right at midfield. There's 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. I'd like to have about a 6 minute and 33-second drive here that ends with a touchdown. Raiders with a 1-point lead. Cade Carter, who has broken an all-time Nettleton record tonight, over 300 yards. He gives to Cam Scarlett. Cam Scarlett, who has 2 touchdowns tonight, gains 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Clock at 6:20 and ticking.
Yeah, from the gun, he ran 5 or 6 yards, and I thought he really had a good run there. And then you look over there, and he only gained 1.
Yeah, and actually they're not even giving him 1.
Yeah, it's not a really good spot at all.
Yeah, well, there we go. There we go. Chain game moves. It's 2nd down and 9. Carter, the quarterback, Cam Scarlett in the backfield with him. That's Josie Perkins in motion, 2 receivers to the left side. Carter looking for Josie Perkins, and he a little bump down there, bump, but incomplete pass. I was hoping for a yellow flag to be thrown, but no such luck. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, it was a great coverage. They run step for step with Josie and actually hit the defender in the helmet. It's landed on top of his helmet.
That's using his head.
That's exactly what he did.
5:43 to play in the game. 3rd down and 9. One unfortunate thing about that incomplete pass, it stops the clock.
Yeah. Yep.
Carter with Scarlett in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side. Carter's pass complete to Jaquan Dent.
Wow.
1st down Raiders.
You don't see that, and him as a receiver very often.
It's the first time all year we've seen him as a receiver. We've seen him as a defensive back. We've seen him as a running back.
Yeah.
But Jaquan Dent lining up as at receiver, and hey, big-time clutch play by number 1, Jaquan Dent. 1st down Raiders. 5:38 on the clock. I guess he was out of bounds. The clock stopped. Charles Moore in motion. Carter gives to Cam Scarlett. Scarlett falls forward. It's going to be a gain of 4, it looks like. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yep, and we just want that clock to keep eating.
5 minutes and 20 seconds. Play clock is at 24.
Because what this will do is if we can actually score here and get 7 on the point, we'll actually be up 8. Then they not only have to drive the field to beat us, then they got to go for 2 just to tie, So
right.
Puts all pressure on them if we can use as much clock here and get 7 points out of this thing.
Give to Cam Scarlett. He is inside the 30. Another 1st down for the Raiders. Clock under 4 minutes. They move the chains.
Under 5 minutes.
Yes, under 5 minutes. Wishful thinking on my part there.
Wishing the whole minute off.
Yeah. And there is an injury and a Yellow Jacket who is down. So that'll stop the clock at 4 minutes and 51 seconds, and we sure hope that young man is all right.
They had the Austin kid a while ago hurt, Austin, and they have another game to play. So they're cringing like we had been all year every time we see an injury go down because the few folks that I've talked to said their injury bit as well throughout the season. That's kind of caused some of the problems with them losing on the. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games.
Right.
And there's been turnovers and things like that, and it's because the cohesiveness of the people that had been there early in the season were not the same people because of injuries. And with them making it in playoffs and things like that, they definitely don't want to see any more injured. Nowadays, going both ways and things like that, it just makes it tougher. And makes it harder to last the entire game, especially like I said earlier, when you run an option football, the quarterback takes a beating. You know, even whenever he gives the ball, somebody's going to hit him every play. So,
and this Holden Parker, who's done an outstanding job tonight. The young man's well over 100 yards rushing, I promise you. But he did not start the season as the quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, as they have been just dinged up by injuries. But the young man has done a fantastic job here tonight.
Yeah, sure has.
That's Jaden Potter, who is shaken up, but he's getting up and he's running off the field. And I said it was a first down, but they have not moved the chains yet, Coach. It's saying 3rd and short over there. So I guess it's 3rd down and less than 1 yard.
Which it's fine. It's another time down. We need the clock up because it's we ought to be snapping it with about 12 seconds, or about 2 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Nathan Young dives forward for a first down.
This is where you could use your motions and shifts and things like that could eat the clock up before you snap the football.
They set the chains, and the clock is at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. First down and 10. Wynne, how many timeouts does Wynne have left, Coach? Is it 2?
2, I would say at least 2.
2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock a couple of times. Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. Give to Nathan Young. Nathan running left side. Still on his feet, down to the 15-yard line, first down.
Turf monster got him there. I don't think anybody touched him, and he started stumbling forward. And I think he could have made a cut and actually got a lot more yards.
4 minutes and 5 seconds, and now the clock is rolling. Play clock at 20 seconds. 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
Now Wilson's doing a job of delaying getting the play in. I hate it whenever they get up there and they sit forever because all you're asking for is something bad to happen. But as a coach calling the plays, you just take your time, delay getting it in there, and make them snap it about 4 or 5 seconds right there.
Nathan Young running right side. He is down to the 5-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. The gain of 9, 2nd down and 1, and actually they're giving him a first down. It's going to be first down and goal to go from the 5-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the game.
And I tell you, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it took all 4 downs to get in the end zone.
Right now, the clock is our best friend.
Yeah, because even if we don't get in, they would have to go 99 yards to beat us.
Give to Nathan Young. Nathan Young takes a cut into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Nathan Young, the senior running back, playing his final high school game, and he has scored 3 touchdowns tonight. Number 33 has come up big for us.
Yeah, he has. And like I said, not only on the offensive side, he's laying the lumber out there on the defensive side as well. It's sad whenever they get hurt on their senior year like that, and it takes away so much from what they prepared for, but he's definitely getting every ounce of it tonight.
Raiders the kick. Michael Golden, perfect as he has been all night. And so with 3:09 to play in the game, the Raiders up 57-49. My Nettleton arithmetic, that's an 8-point lead, so it'd still be a one-possession game here, Coach. But Wynne is going to have to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 3:09 remaining in the game.
And that's why that coach was so upset a while ago. That was a big non-2-point conversion down there. Had they got that, now all they have to do is go down and score, and they beat us. But now they got to go score and get the 2-point conversion just to tie. So that was a big huge 2-point conversion attempt down there.
It was so huge that he got 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, griping about it.
Yep. Which I think they did their math wrong on that. Is you get 2 15-yard penalties and you start at the 40 and only go to the 20. They did half the distance twice before.
Maybe that's that new math.
Yeah.
new math that they're teaching in
to
school.
my calculation, should have went to 25, and then the next one should have been the 12.5 to 13, somewhere in there, because that would have been half the distance. But
yeah, 15 and then half the distance.
Yeah.
Golden's kick, high and deep, fielded at the 3.
Oh.
And a missed tackle. The Raiders swarm him. Jaquan Dent down there on the stop. Also around him is number 25, Doniquez Willis. So it looks like Wynne is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. 81 yards to go, 3 minutes on the clock.
You know, that was a different kickoff return. The number 6 was not out there.
That's right.
And,
that was Jaden Potter.
And that's big for us because that's the first time we've got them inside the 20 on a kickoff. So that's a big injury to them and helps us out tremendously.
So the Raider defense needing to stop these Yellow Jackets. Quarterback pitch is a fumble. He reverses fields. That's Washington.
Golly.
And he's running east-west, turns it up, and he's going to gain maybe, well, it's kind of hard to tell right now, Coach, gain of maybe 8.
Gained way too many for a busted play and gets out of bounds, stop the clocks. Almost fumbled it in middle of the field and then reverses field and goes all the way out of bounds to their sideline.
Is there a flag on the play?
Maybe blocking the back. When they reverse fields like that, it's usually a holding or a block in the back.
Yeah, there is some yellow fabric on the turf. And they're marching it back. So obviously, it's against the Yellow Jackets. I have not seen an indication from the man in the white hat. Yep, there you called it, Coach. Blocking the back against Wynne. That's a big penalty right there.
That is.
2:48 to play in this game, and it's going to be first down, and it looks like about first down and 18 after the penalty.
That puts them, I guess the block in the back occurred right at the line of scrimmage because it's almost a 1st and 20. They're capable of making big time plays.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pass it. He's hit right as he throws, and it's still complete. Markellen Barber trying to tackle Potter there and gets him down, stay in bounds, gets him down about the 35-yard line. First down, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that was the same pass that they threw earlier, and we had nobody around it. This time we had somebody right on it, and that was a heck of a catch by that young man.
2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the game. Little sweep is bobbled, but Potter able to recover, running toward the sidelines. He is pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
If I was Wynne, I'd run that all day. We're just too soft on the perimeter. Our corners are backing up, or outside linebackers backing up. Nobody's wanting to come up and attack.
They're going to move the chains. That's a first down, Coach. 2:18 now on the clock, and the young man got out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Raiders up by 8. 2:18 to play. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets.
Stephen Williams, a senior, he got shaken up on the play, and that's not good for the Raiders. That's holding right there by number 8.
Little sweep over there, and it's Nathan
Still
Young
holding.
Slings him down. Did he get caught? That's the problem. So it's a first down for Wynne. They're in Raider territory. It's 1st and 10 on the Raider 40. He's out of bounds, so the clock stops with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this game.
I don't know who number 12 is from us there. Who is that?
That's Juan Badillo.
He about got his jersey taken off. That man held him so much he's still trying to fix it. Well, usually whenever it's a holding situation coming to the visitor sideline, coaches help point that out. But
give to Potter, and he gets the first down and then goes out of bounds after a gain of 12.
The only thing is they may be scoring too quickly. That's
yeah, there's 2:03 to play.
They've ran a minute and went from the 10-yard line to the 30 of the other end. So because I think we have all 3 of our timeouts, correct?
I believe that's right. Quarterback keeper, and he is tackled by Jorge Salas. Also in on the stop, Ryan Crawford. gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 1:50 to play.
We need them to put the ball on the ground right here.
There's a quarterback keeper, and, boy, he has got some room to run.
Touchdown.
Touchdown at Yellow Jackets. Another quarterback
2nd
keeper,
and 8.
and the Yellow Jackets pull within 2.
Like I said, I've been there, and it's frustrating. We played a team one time, and one of their most effective runs was the quarterback run. And it's just it's not a common occurrence. It's nothing. It's tough to plan a defense for when your number one play is to stop the quarterback sneak.
Right. Right.
It just makes it tough because, and you can see that young man there. We had a nose tackle that was shaded one way, and he just got the ball and went the opposite way. So you can play games of putting your defensive lineman in this gap or this gap. With a good quarterback, he just gets it and goes where you're not. And the uncovered linemen are going to the second level and getting the linebackers, and before you know it, the quarterback's on the safety, and it's frustrating as all get out.
Nettleton elects to call a timeout. Big 2-point conversion coming up here. There's 1:30 to play in the game. 1:30. 57-55 the score. Nettleton stops this 2-point conversion. It's all over but the crying. I would say 1:30. I guess there is the chance of an onside kick, and I'm not gonna don't want to jinx the Raiders by any way, shape, or form. They get the 2-point conversion. It's a tie ball game. Nettleton with 1:30 to try to march down the field.
I'm gonna call a quarterback sneak or a fullback dive. I mean, it's got to be one of those two.
I believe if I was calling the plays for Wynne, I'd go with that quarterback sneak. That's been a good play for him. Parker under center. Hard count, a little bit of movement, but nobody jumps.
They call timeout. They want to see get our lineup.
Yeah.
When I called here, I would put every man. I called it a gap defense. Whenever they were forcefulness and they were going to run dives, powers, and things like that to beat us, I was going to take away all the inside gaps. I'd get guys in 4-point stance, and they'd fire through the gaps as hard as they could. Just to try to eliminate that when something like this and they got 2 yards to go or 3 yards to go, I'd put A gap, B gap, C gap, C gap, and say, hey, beat me to the corner, just to try to, and sometimes it worked and a lot of times it didn't, but I don't like sitting back and letting them call the play that could beat me. I was the type that I wanted to call my plays, even though I was a defense coordinator. I still wanted to call the plays on my side, so because you can definitely second guess and outguess and then go back and watch film and go, what was I thinking, and all that kind of stuff. So
think long, think wrong.
That's right.
So a couple of successive timeouts before this big 2-point conversion. Nettleton up 57-55, and here come the Delta Swarm, the Wynne Yellow Jackets. Parker, the quarterback, under center. Had an awful lot of success tonight with the quarterback sneak. Let's see if the Raider defense can hold right here.
Dive that side.
Give to the fullback.
He's in.
And he is in. The 2-point conversion is good with 1:30 seconds to play in this game. We are all tied up at 57.
2 timeouts, I believe. I know we wasted one. So.
2 timeouts. We called a timeout before the conversion there.
Right. Sure.
So 1:30 with 2 timeouts. Of course, Nettleton has a very good field goal kicker. I would say you've seen Michael Golden kick for the last couple of years. As a coach, where would you feel comfortable his range if they were to go for a last-second field goal?
I'd say we need to at least probably get to the 25.
Okay, 25-yard line, which would make about a 43-yard field goal. Is that right?
Yeah.
42-yard field goal.
It's still a big field goal for high school football, but he's very capable of making that, and I think he'd feel comfortable. You start getting 30 and get farther backwards, pushing the 50s and things like that, and it's a little bit more nerve-wracking. But I think he's a 40-yard in kicker.
Back deep for the Raiders, Josie Perkins and Orion Pugh. Orion Pugh, the deepest Raider.
Nathan Young still sitting over here on the bench. They're still attending to him. So
yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Nathan. Something was a little amiss with him. Josie Perkins, couldn't pick anybody better to be returning it for the Raiders. He gets out to about the 25-yard line whenever he is run out of bounds. So the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. 7 ticks off the clock on the kickoff return. There's 1:23 to play.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a barn burner in Blytheville as well. Forest City and Blytheville. It's Forest City 46 and Blytheville 42. So got another high-scoring game there. Seems like whoever's going to have the ball last there may win as well.
Forest City, as it stands right now, the number 2 seed out of the 5A East. Carter back to pass, rolling right. Intended for Jaquan Dent, out of bounds. 1:18 on the clock. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and Wynne has their defense back. Just don't get beat deep. Kind of like a prevent defense. Okay for you to catch it underneath. They're going to rally to tackle. It's going to be hard to – this is not one of those ones you're going to be able to get it all at once. So
Cam Scarlett, the running back in the backfield with Carter, dropping straight back, looking downfield, throwing downfield. It's complete to Josie Perkins. Josie Perkins out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Big completion there from the all-time single-season passing yardage leader to the reception, to the yardage receiving leader, Carter to Perkins. 1st down Raiders.
Well, that was a pretty throw and catch. It's a flag route. Carter just sat and waited for him to make his break, and when he did, he put it right on the money. I don't know that I wouldn't come back and run the same route to this side.
1:09 left on the clock.
You know, Wynne's gambling. They didn't blitz that time, gave Carter all the time in the world. He just sat back there and waited.
Carter rolling
on a roll
right
out.
side. Complete to number 1, Jaquan Dent. He is tackled at about the 31-yard line. Going to be
plenty of time. Don't need to panic.
Going to be enough for a 1st down.
Get on the ball. Get ready.
1 minute remaining on the clock and ticking.
Let's go. Get another 1st down, and we're in field goal range.
Carter, pass complete to Cameron Scarlett. Cameron Scarlett angling toward the sideline. He's got the first down, and he gets out of bounds. He's hammered as he's out of bounds, but that was good clean hit over there, it looked like. 44 seconds remaining on the clock, and the Raiders in business here, Coach.
That's right. It's definitely field goal range now. Every 1st down that we get here is just making it that much easier.
2 timeouts remaining for the Raiders. Michael Golden getting that leg warmed up. 57-57, 4th quarter, less than a minute. Carter back to pass. It is intended and complete. Kyle Tolley inside the 10-yard line. 39 seconds to play. Big play there by Carter to Kyle Tolley.
That was it. And they play backyard football as good as anybody I've seen. Carter is on the point whenever Tolley hip sinks. Carter releases the football, and I mean it's on the point every time, and that's good throw and catch right there.
1st down and goal to go. Ball on the 8-yard line. Carter back to pass.
There it is.
Intended for Tolley. Touchdown Raiders. Kyle Tolley with a precision route, and Carter puts the ball right there, running off the field. Big high five with Coach Clint Wilson. 35 seconds remaining. The Cardinals, the Raiders up 63-57.
The only thing I can say is we scored too quick.
Well, we've left 35 seconds on the clock. And after tonight's game, I share your apprehension.
Yeah. They've had a 61-yard touchdown, an 80-yard touchdown. I mean, it's just
Michael Golden boots it through 64-57. The Raiders up 7. The Wynne Yellow Jackets with 35 seconds and 1 timeout left.
Well, here's the thing. If they score, we know there won't be a tie.
Yeah, they're going to go for two. They will go for two.
They'll either win it or we'll win it if they score.
We'll have some closure either way.
That's correct.
Big-time passes there from Cade Carter. What a night for that young man. Well over 300 yards passing at this point. He is now the Nettleton single-season record holder. I'm so proud of number 10, Cade Carter. I know his dad he's probably going to have the smile surgically removed from his face here in these bleachers as he has seen his son lead these Raiders tonight and lead them well. Broke a record. Nobody in Nettleton history has thrown for more passing yardage than Cade Carter, and that was a big-time play there by the third-generation Nettleton Raider. His grandfather, Phil Carter, on the very first Nettleton Raider team back in '65. His father on the team in the late 80s, and Cade Carter continuing the tradition.
Yeah, were we on the 25 when we started that drive? So there's 75 yards more of him passing the football because that was all aerial.
Potter at the 5, and
there's a flag.
Flag on the play, and this is a big return, but I believe it's going to be nullified as there was a block in the back. Yes, illegal block in the back against Wynne. That's a spot foul and a big one. 10 ticks off of the clock on that return, so 25 seconds.
You give them the ball here at the 40 with 25 seconds at a timeout, and it's scary.
Yep. But it's going to back them. It's going to put them probably inside the 10-yard line. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, but the ball is, instead of starting at the 40-yard line, it's going to be way back in their own territory. It'll be 1st and 10. Where's that at, Coach? Is that on the 10? 11.
Just outside of it, yeah.
Yeah, the 11-yard line. 25 seconds remaining in this game. Raiders up 64-57. Trying to beat the Wynne Yellow Jackets for just the second time in program history. Pass is juggled, a little hook and lateral. Potter is thrown out of bounds by Charles Moore. 16 seconds, so a little trick play right there, and they get the ball out just about to the 40-yard line.
What's the time left? 16 seconds.
16
Still got a
seconds.
timeout.
Raiders up 7.
And see this there. That's the problem with this single wing formation. It's not it's not a real good formation for whenever you need to go down the field quickly.
Rolling right. Boy, a lot of time going off the clock. He just kind of throws it away. Incomplete pass.
And that's what I'm saying. He's only got 2 to 3 receivers in the routes at any one time because of the formation itself. And
less than 10 seconds on the clock, Coach. 9.8 seconds. So time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Ball on the 41-yard line. Parker drops back, looking deep. He breaks a tackle. Justin Livingston tackles him, but he pitches it as he's being sacked. And the clock has hit 0. The Raiders have done it. Your final score, Nettleton 64, Wynne 57. How sweet it is, a Week 10 win at Wynne for only the second time in Raider history. Raider pride justified tonight. So proud, Coach, for those guys out there in the white jerseys.
Yeah, that's a big win, and you can tell by their celebration. That's a team that's not going to the playoffs, but what a way to finish their season. And like I said, nothing but great momentum to head into the offseason with a great young class coming. They know after winning junior high conference, they beat Wynne in that battle. They beat Wynne tonight. So the future looks bright for Nettleton because, they don't this young class don't have a fear of thinking, that. And that's big. In the past when we had the Derek Lawsons and the Henrys and those, they had success in junior high. Whenever you have that success in junior high, it's not the old Wynne and Batesville's of old, that those teams we can't beat. And so you see it year in, year out, them beating you, and beating Wynne tonight just knocks. That's another notch in the belt for, especially for Coach Hampton. That's the first time Coach Hampton. They've always been his nemesis. So it's a big win for the Raider program tonight.
It really is. Let's enter into the Consolidated Insurance post-game show, and let's just start in the third quarter. Nettleton up 42-21 at half, and Coach, things just kind of fell apart there in the third quarter. Nettleton actually had an interception on the first drive from Wynne. Dorian Tucker getting the interception, but the very next play, fumble, and boy, the Yellow Jackets had the momentum. They scored a couple of times in the third quarter, and then they actually took the lead in the fourth quarter. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion made the score 43-42. Then from then it was a slugfest. Nettleton scored a touchdown pass from Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins. Then Wynne scored on a 12-yard quarterback sneak. That's right, a 12-yard quarterback sneak, quarterback keeper up the middle. And then Nettleton with a 3-yard touchdown run by Nathan Young made the score 57-49. Wynne did not go away, however. They scored on another, about a 25-yard quarterback sneak, if I'm not mistaken, Coach, that knotted things up at 57-57. But then the Raiders, Cade Carter, who, again, set the single-season passing yardage record for Nettleton tonight. He hits number 6, Kyle Tolley, for a touchdown, and the Raider defense holds. Nettleton wins 64-57. Woo! What a ball game tonight here, Coach. And as you said, momentum builder for this program. Disappointing season in a lot of ways. They finished the season 6-4, so winning season, that's a positive. They beat Wynne. That's a positive. There's only one other time in Nettleton history that a Nettleton Raider football team has defeated Wynne on the high school level. So that's huge. A lot of sophomores playing, a lot of young talent out there who, as we mentioned numerous times throughout the game, they won the Conference 5A East Championship last year in junior high. That's just a lot of good momentum builders going into the offseason for the Raiders.
Yeah, it is. And, this was a back-and-forth battle. But all the way up to that fourth quarter, that was the first time Wynne had the lead all night.
That's right.
You feel like it was a back and forth, but I mean, we had the lead the entire night, maybe by 1 or 2 points, but we dominated at times, and it was spurts. We got 2 or 3 touchdowns, then they'd come out and get 2 or 3 touchdowns, then we get 2 or 3 touchdowns, different quarters and things. But to pull out a victory on the road in the code with really nothing to play for as far as playoffs and things like that.
Love it.
Probably one of the most impressive games, and it's unfortunate for these kids. I've watched them all year, and they're as good as any team that's making the playoffs. Any call, any play, any one thing could have happened, and they could have beat any one of those teams. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. So
that's the game.
Great way to finish the season. Very proud of them.
No doubt about it. So congratulations to Coach Hampton. Congratulations to the coaching staff and these young men. Congratulations to Cade Carter, who put his name in the record books tonight. Congratulations to Josie Perkins. So proud of Josie for his great game tonight and becoming the single-season receiving yardage leader for Nettleton. Just a great night to be a Raider. And even though we're not going to the playoffs, it feels good to end the season with a win.
Yeah. And like you said, when it's all said and done, there's only really one team that's happy.
That's right.
In the whole 5A.
That's right.
So not going to the playoffs, this is about as good as it can get. You're playing your rival at the end of the final weeks, and you beat them, and it feels like a victory for the season, and you beat a team like this that's historically a good team, historically been a team that beats you. I just can't think of another way that you could end the season that could be any better than this. So.
No doubt about it. Congratulations to the Raiders, and let me thank some people before we sign off here. First of all, I want to thank our great sponsors who have been with us all year: Consolidated Insurance, Collision Repair, Shadrachs Coffee, First Community Bank, Russell's Truck Accessories, Delaplaine Seed Company, Hilltop Fitness, the Front Page Cafe, and Legacy Homes. who's one of his owners, has been the color guy tonight. Coach Thomas, thank you for hanging out with me. I know you didn't get to call every game like we've done in seasons past, but I always enjoy calling the game with you, being the analyst. You did a great job tonight. Thank you for helping me out.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I enjoy being here anytime I can.
Want to say thanks to our great crew, Ryan Bell, who has directed the show. He's directed all 10 games this year and has done a fantastic job. Appreciate Ryan very much. Kobe Miller, who's been our primary camera guy up top. He was up there in freezing weather tonight, not even wearing a coat. I probably shouldn't say that. His mom may be listening. He's going to be in trouble. But he's up there in freezing weather running camera. Faith Wagner helped him tonight. Really appreciate Kobe and Faith for helping out with the broadcast. Some great young people here at Nettleton. Obviously, and Caleb Manning, who is a graduate of Nettleton, a graduate of Nettleton Television. He and Grayson Hall has helped us out throughout the season, and Caleb has really helped us tonight. He did a great job spotting, and we appreciate Caleb Manning. So we appreciate you as well. Great win for the Raiders, and we're so glad that you got to come along for the ride. It's basketball season now, and we're going to be broadcasting the games. The vast majority of them will be on Nettleton Television, so stay tuned to Nettleton Television on Facebook, on YouTube, and we'll be bringing you some Raider basketball action. For Coach Thomas, for Mr. Keith Thomas, I keep on calling you Coach Thomas. You're a big-time administrator now. You're supposed to call you Mr. Thomas, but old habits die hard. You're always going to be Coach Thomas to me. For Coach Thomas, for Ryan Bell, for Kobe Miller, Faith Wagner, and everybody else here at NTV, thank you for watching the broadcast. Good night, everybody. Raider Pride is justified. Raider Pride forever.
Alma Mater.